All right, hey everyone, welcome to a Zelda Speedruns Ocarina of Time item randomizer. We've got a standard weekly EU match today. On comms, we've got Dare Devon, Estantia, and Star. How's it going?
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello. We've got ourselves our first ADN weekly seed, so this should be interesting. ADN rolled one. ADN is a not great history from the Season 4 bracket seeds, let's say that much. We'll see if his weekly seeds are any better.
Yeah, this would definitely leave a footprint somehow. Like either a good one or a bad one. But the first weekly is a seed roller's like trial.
Mm-hmm. Well, we do have an Epona start with Shadow Medallion, which itself isn't terrible. Adult start as well.
Medallion start is always good. Can't go wrong with that. Epona's I'm not so sure about because like it opens a part of the map very early on that you can't do anything in. Really.
No.
Rush GTG, the meme of the season. Just rush GTG.
In the background.
Sorry?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, you know, there are those things that you look at and you can just feel them just looming in the back.
Yeah. The best thing is just to look at your track at the beginning, just forget about it for like half an hour at least.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you get a bow, then just hurry over there and do horseback archery.
Yeah. So the other thing, good player selection. Yeah, we kind of had to pick top runners because we have Ocarina of Time Championship Series Grand Finals on this channel 4 hours after this.
Yeah, we have to make sure this wraps up quickly, right?
Yeah, we have to make sure this sub 4, so we need to find runners who can sub 4 even the worst disasters. These guys can sub 4 the worst disasters.
I mean,
let's just hope for... Sorry, go ahead.
Like, it's always good to have people who can sub for disasters, but it also means we're going to have a spicy end to the race again, aren't we? Because
I would like for a close finish, yeah. We love close finishes on Restream, and I hope we can get another one of those. I mean, usually I'm happy if all 4 Restream runners finish within about 20 minutes to a half hour of each other. That's because that's usually fairly close, and that's nice. But if we can get it within 10 minutes, that's great.
Yeah.
And there is the occasional Restream where we manage to get all 4 runners to finish within 5 minutes of each other, which is insane. I think my own personal record is 3.5 minute spread, which is ridiculous.
Between all of them, that's insane.
Yeah, 3.5 minutes.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was. They're like, all right, we got 2 of them in for interview, and we're like, all right, the first person's going for interview. It's like, hey, GG's, can't talk to you too much right now because everyone else on Restream is finishing right now.
I mean, actually, I really like those races because it means you can get the runners to talk to each other, and those are the most interesting interviews.
Oh, absolutely.
Also, they're the ones where you need to put in the least effort yourself when interviewing because it just rolls. Like you just throw a ball and it just rolls from there.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's also so hyped to commentate close races.
Very true.
And just to answer the question in chat, Kaiser is not wearing the unicorn onesie.
He does have a dumpster fire. He does have an everything on fire background, though, so that's fun.
Is This is fine comic.
This is fine meme, yeah.
Yep.
Wasn't there like an OT specific meme? This is deep fire or something?
Yeah.
Like, it got modified in a way.
Maybe.
Deep
yeah,
fire.
Speaking of, let's shout out to our 4 runners here. Curiosa, Ryukane, Goomba, and Keizo. To my 2 co-commentators, Devon and Estantia, and to our 4 trackers today, the Yellow Heflin, Turska, McPala, and Melkit. Just waiting on a couple final runners to ready up, 2 of whom are not live yet. That's not helpful.
The race hasn't even started yet. We're not even in Forest Temple yet, and we already have to fill the air. Oh god.
Was a prediction not closed? Apparently not. Give me a moment, and I'll find out who won that race. Thank you for pointing that out. Since we are on a time limit, I think 5 after. Because we usually do 10 minutes, but I'm not sure if we want to start 10 minutes after with how tight our schedule is today.
Probably not. Can't risk it.
Yeah, that's my opinion on it as well. And okay, I figured out who won that race, so here goes the prediction. Apologies for spoilers. And there we go. That was Minute 8 Link to the Past. No major glitches tournament match last night. I can't talk. So I was like, I could have sworn I closed my prediction from last night, but that was on ZSR2, not main. Yeah, we're trying to sub 4. We're trying to sub 4.
Sorry, what did you say, Estanche? I didn't hear you.
Oh, I said, yeah, having a prediction from last night is a little weird. Also, I was going to mention View Kane's file names, very nice, along with, yeah, just, it's nice seeing people saying, bye, thanks, Season 4. And I did wonder if Keizo was hoping for like a King Zora seed, but no, that's just Keizo, isn't it? Saying hi, ZSR.
King Zora scene, yeah. King Zora, bro.
Oh god, King Zora, bro. No!
No.
You'd have, if you were King Zora's brother, you would have Ruto as a niece.
Yeah, we are letting people in chat know that we are on a tight time limit, so please get ready, because we kinda need to get going soon if we're to be reasonably certain that this is goodness. Like, the sooner we start, the more likely this is to sub 4, because we need to do sub 345, ideally. But,
yeah,
sub
the
4
issue is,
generally.
too, that we don't really know what kind of weekly seeds ADN rolls, so we don't know ourselves just yet how long this might take. So
I
Yeah,
mean, technically it's completely random, but...
I mean, technically,
Yeah.
like, if we're 100% realistic here, the seed roller does not matter. Seeds just tend to be bullshit most of the time anyway. But
ADM,
people are, like,
this.
people just like their, they like their conspiracy theories and all that kind of stuff. Like, they like to be superstitious about things. And, like, the seed roller is a nice way to, like, vent about a seed, right? Like, oh, it was this guy again who wrote the seed. It's so typical. No wonder I didn't finish, like, 10th place or something.
Yep. Oh
Right,
no,
it's 5
ADN.
past.
Hopefully this isn't like SSR. No, this is an ADN seed. I don't think it's much better. ADN's track record is not good. The final average on ADN seeds over the course of 3 seeds he rolled for Season 4 brackets was a 318.
That's not too bad.
One of those seeds is Marco versus Gav, 355.
That's not too good.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That was
it's
ADN's
all
first
fine.
ever OOTR seed, by the way. It was that 355.
Yeah, the first one is always the hardest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
why is
we're
the
off
first
here
seed
shortly.
always awful?
I don't know. My first seed, I think, was an all dungeon seed.
Oh, like, the first 3 of mine were all dungeons, but the first one was all dungeons arrow, and I'm still bitter.
Alright, we're about to go. Woohoo!
And there we go. Okay.
I don't
Uh,
like Alec. Okay.
The funny part about this is, there's like, if you go further around the backyard, right, the back street, there's this soldier lying there, like, who's almost dying. There's like an Easter egg or something. He's usually there as a child, because you can only access this as child. But like, if you consider like going into there as adult, he has been on the verge of dying for like 7 years.
Wait. Okay, Frox 2 is a wallet. I forget how many skills is a strength upgrade, and I saw 2 other hits. What-oh?
A wallet.
Yeah, Frox 2 is
Well,
a wallet.
Let's hope that does not
Strength
come
on
into play.
30 skulls. I believe what Song of Times of the Colossus, and I completely missed last hit. Fire Temple. Shadow.
Forest.
Jabu and Spirit.
Well, Shadow and
Oh, something
Forest.
foolish, nice.
Shadow
Okay,
and
Fire
Forest
Foolish and
are
Song
the
of Time
key.
at Colossus, thank you. Light Medallion Fire is foolish. Thanks, game. Neighbors loves on the man on roof. Sorry, I am
Yep.
attempting to take notes. look at restream back end
Kiri
Forest.
Foolish.
Oh, that's a good one to get early.
Oh,
Like, I
that's-
usually get that
really. You can
when,
just
like,
let
right
go.
after clearing that. Also, Cariosa's not going to get that. He's going to go Kokiri Forest right now. So that's a time
Oops.
loss. That's like, I like the divergency. I like that at least someone is doing something different. Like, I feel like if you're in that position, you can just easily go get the information and just go child right off the bat. It doesn't make too much of a difference since you're already there.
Yeah. Also, 30
But this
skull.
is a time.
Yeah, 30 skull strength upgrade. His oof. Lux 2 wallet is probably not required. We hope.
Yeah, there's like 2 alternative strength upgrades, maybe.
With Spirit being a medallion, though, that's rather concerning.
Yeah, it is. I would agree.
Bolero was in the windmill. I need to put in locations.
I don't
Oh,
time to give
no.
that recovery heart.
No. Okay, so what Cariosa did was peeking Ganon's castle, I think, to make it nighttime. So he can check Richard and then hopefully save reset out of the market. The issue is, though, that the safe warp for Child is in market, so he can't actually leave the market because it's nighttime. That's so mean. That's just mean. Now he has to like stroll around in Hyrule Castle and make time of day pass, but I think that enables him to get another hint that normally no one ever gets.
Yeah, Din's Fire.
Ooh,
and
this
Shield
fire
Grave.
straight off is nice.
Market is where's the hero.
Market, wait, here, I believe Richard was junk.
It was a heart container, yeah.
We did
Not Wave
just
the Hero,
see
yeah.
all of the medallions, so where are our stones?
Give me a second, because I've been multitasking 9，Oh, thanks ADN for doing that. DC's the Emerald, Water's the Sapphire, and Deku's the Ruby. No, DC's the Emerald, Water's the Ruby, and Deku's the Sapphire.
Okay, so we are looking at a potential like Kokiri Forest and Deku Tree Foolish and Stone scenario here, which would be really bad for Cariosa. Like rushing Child to get there because like with open Deku Tree, obviously that's like the most powerful play that you have, and then like go for Saria Song afterwards. But that's not going to yield too much in that case, which is well, I mean the others will probably do it eventually. But
the thing
Yeah.
is,
this is like not a
look
good start.
at those stones are, that's actually a really easy all dungeons. Like you've got Dodongo, you've got Deku, and like water. I mean, sure, water's not great, but that's
Water
not-
can be quick though. The
Yeah,
issue is
it
not
can.
eating water most of the time. The issue is that all the tools you need to get into it do stuff in water. Like ZL, Song of Time potentially, Iron Boots or Gold Scale,
Yeah.
Hookshot, Longshot, like all of that stuff.
But
Ball,
that's my
bomb,
point,
eat
it's
all
not
of it.
actually really very. It could. We could have an all dungeons very easy in logic. We don't know
Oh,
if it's likely to
absolutely.
be needed.
Yeah.
Okay, Child Shooting is not Wave the Hero. Neither is Dante, for that matter. Dante's rich, but he gave us 205 rupees, but they don't have a wallet.
205.
205, yes. Alright, that looked to be nothing on the crater wall, but I can't actually be sure. I think that's a bloopy or something on the volcano.
Yeah, I think that looks like Bloopy, but it could be something like a bottle or a mirror shield or something.
And we have Saria's song in the crater.
Convenient.
That's
That's logic.
interesting. Honestly, I would be really interested if we got hook shots early.
Yeah,
Because
Hookshot or
look at
hovers,
Harry's
right?
song
Something
we've
to
got.
leave the crater with.
Because because a hook shot to leave the crater, that would give us Forest Temple access, and that gives us half of water. I would not be surprised to see a hook shot early, but I would be scared.
Yeah.
If this was back-to-back 30 Skull Seeds, Next, no, it wasn't yesterday, weekly wasn't a 30 Skull Seed,
The
it was
weekly
a Nvidia
wasn't.
seed, but
I don't think
I'm
the
mixing things
NA
up.
Weekly had anything on skulls
No,
at all.
no, I know we did not mixing up seeds. Oops.
Yeah, but like with how many seeds we're seeing, it's not surprising.
Ryu's doing a fire dip with Fire Baron.
But he
I
doesn't
mean, he
know.
doesn't know it, so it makes
Also,
sense.
like
but
this is still
but it
kind of
feels
progression. Okay, we're hammer
Nope.
locked officially. That's good knowledge still. I don't
Yeah.
mind the fire dip here, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's a reasonable play.
It is,
I
but
mean,
I was
see how
hoping,
deep you can
lower
go.
super early.
I was hoping
mean-
that Ryu would get locked out to force the choice of leaving so he can read the hint before he decides to full clear the place.
If fire was a stone, however, like this dip wouldn't have been as good. That's a bloopy up top. Oh, and there's the safe wall. Don't
Yep.
die.
Riverbed,
And-
Blue Bean,
Maybe
Lower
on
River.
lowers or a
So
river.
everyone is just somewhere else right now. Case is checking out the river.
Goomba's tracing Cariosa steps in Market, so we'll not see anything new from him for the next couple of minutes. I am going to edit a couple of pronouns in since, okay, they're all updated. Never mind. I can't apparently be the sheet page. We're good. We love Waterstone. Yeah, quite possibly. 30 skulls. How many skulls is a node upgrade? As we see Saga Storms and Malin.
Oh, early storms.
Early storms is again interesting because that's another Zelda's Lullaby heavy place.
Yes. Like
And
early storms
Goron
create
Pot
this
is
weird
good.
dynamic of, is it like you have this question in your head, is it too early now to enter the bottom of the well? And it's like you have to ask yourself that question like every 5 to 10 minutes. Is it too early now to go in? Like, do I have bombs? Do I have ZL? Do I just partially dip and then go back?
Hey, choosing the upper river.
I mean, I would
Oh,
be
that's true.
interested in
Yeah.
setting it up if your child anyway. There's no harm in setting up bottom of the well. I don't know how much I would dip it.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
5-pack. That's
5-pack.
only that's
That's an ouch.
well, that's still something. I prefer having 5-2s over having none of them.
That was a
bug
GG
bottle.
Center is a bottle.
A bug
Okay.
bottle, a very specific kind of bottle.
My notes, she just writes it down as a bottle.
The
Yeah.
most rare beetles. The merchants will love you.
The legendary beetles that the Gerudo have been breeding for ages.
I mean, either that or they're dung beetles.
Ooh. Yeah, there's just like one of the Gerudos already snuck in, stole the treasure, and just planted them there. Just don't mind me. No one will ever know.
Oh, Keizo dying just before he got to the Fire Temple entrance.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Feels bad.
Deathmont
man.
Crater on 3 hearts is always scary. 3 hearts is not that much. 24 seconds is not that
Foolish
much.
Kokiri for Cariosa, who's going to lose a bit of time here since he went straight child and did not go adult cat.
Maybe we find some meme items though.
Possible. So another
Mind
chew
that.
pack would be nice for Cariosa because the others
Oh, yeah,
will not
chews.
find that.
Yeah, there could
Shoes could
still
be in
be
here too.
bomb shoes, there could still be Bigoron sword.
Imagine there's a like 20 pack in here. Like you have 20 pack and Feroz
That
Wind, and
would
no
be
one ever
amazing.
gets that, except for Cariosa.
Oh, that would be
because
amazing for Cariosa. if
That
there was
would
something.
actually be the only way how to like not just straight up lose time here. Like
Well,
a
he's
20 pack
almost
of juice would
guaranteed
be
to
so
lose
great.
Sometime it's just a matter of how much. Speaking
Yeah,
of,
but, like-
as I get reminded as Ryu picks up the blue P off that child shooting, we still haven't seen a Way of the Hero in Market. Heart Piece and Kokiri Sword Chest. So it's bowling or big pose or that chest minigame for that Way of the Hero in
Yeah.
Market. And
Bombshell Bowling has a very good chance. Like I really like doing like having a Market Wave the Hero and like having bombs and just do Bombshell Bowling because it's like 2 very quick checks.
yeah, also
Yeah, what's the
ADN
bit
misread our hints. Our hints notes. It is domain is our third foolish. ADN that goes down.
So what's the bet that, you know, as soon as we get the bomb bag, we don't see bomb chew bowling for literally ages? There are bomb chews.
Hey, there's Bob Chew,
Midos.
speaking of.
There's actually
Me-
choose.
Yeah,
You-
actually, chews and Midos.
Commentators, blessing, I guess, here for Cariosa. Clearing up
Cariosa's
foolish-
gonna make it happen. If this is a 20 pack, I'm going to
Okay.
lose my mind.
But
Yeah, ADN assistance in reading our notes sheet. Market is Way of the Hero. It is the first column, the one that is labeled area, that tells you what's foolish in Way of the Hero. Sorry, ADN here is coming from the Breath of the Wild community, is still learning how OOTR works.
and Cariosa is just straight up going to Deku.
Best
Yeah,
play.
I mean, makes sense.
Without Deku is just way too powerful. Like with season 4 and close Deku, you were like, oh, nice Kokiri Falls foolish enough you checked it. Right after you checked it, that's a kick in the teeth, dude. No,
He's probably happy
that's
with
some
the true
bad
pack.
timing. Yeah, still. What was I going on about? Oh yeah, how strong Deku of a play is, right? In season
yeah.
4, back in the tournament, when Deku was closed, like you were a little bit more dynamic in your opening routes. Like there was a lot of places that you could check out. But with open Deku, it's just like, where do I spawn and how do I get to Deku the fastest? Because like there's a song here too. Deku is just like, it's check dance, it's quick, it might be progression, but it's just way too powerful to not rush.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Kaka's Way of the Hero, water is wet, and we haven't seen anything there besides Bolero.
Well, haven't we seen Din's? Where was Din's again? Or was that Graveyard? That was Graveyard, okay.
And Bolero's an extremely rare Way of the Hero. We know the creator item is a bloopy. Other than that, it only locks Fire Temple Axis and a singular Skulltula.
Also, Cariosa's already found 2 full heart containers, so he's going to have a little bit of a better time in Crater once he gets there. It's not too bad.
That'll be nice, yeah. Yeah, we've got... Bolero's like, incredibly unlikely to be Way of the Hero.
For Foolish Stone Water? For Foolish Water? Probably not.
Fire, you mean, but yeah.
Fire, I'm sorry. Don't mind me.
It can't be for Fire Axis because Fire is foolish and it's the light medallion, so that locks absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that could be the last... it could be... No, it could be for Ganon's Castle Axis. Could it, though?
It could, yes.
Okay, so we have one in our pocket. We could potentially beat Fire without Hookshot. We can beat Jam without Hookshot. But we can neither beat Shadow, Forest... Like, we can beat neither Shadow or Forest or... Like, our 4th medallion is going to be hookshot locked regardless.
Yeah, and
so Bolero cannot surpass that.
Skull Mask is Lost Woods for hints because that is where you turn the mask in, and not shuffled items are not part of Way of the Hero Foolish hints.
Yep.
Question: what does the bean put in logic access-wise? Could we need to get the bean in order to say get out of Death Mountain Crater?
Nope, you just climb. Hi, Deku Tree has a bomb bag.
Yeah, that kind of invalidates the chew pack. But a bomb bag is really good having this early on, especially like with the stuff you leave behind as adult when you're in Crater and stuff. Like this is going to be, he's going to make up some time here.
Oh, for sure. Hey,
and a bow.
Boom!
Nice bow, bro. Deku Tree is always a good play.
Yeah.
You wonder why? Here's your answer.
Yep.
It's just stupid. Deku
might look at
after you clear it, yeah. Like in somewhere in Sacrifice Meadow, there's a Deku Tree Way of the Hero hint. Like at this point, you probably know that Deku Tree is required, so.
Hey, were you checking out Mido's house just in case it's a chew back and getting paid out?
Deku is a stone. You could ostensibly try and avoid this place.
You could, but like it's just too quick
powerful.
to do.
And it's not like they've seen much else early for progression either. Adult Cat didn't have anything immediately useful. I mean, sure, Din's Fire is going to be nice later, but I can't do anything with it right now.
But that's still not Kakariko, that's Graveyard, but yes.
I know, but I meant generally in terms of...
Hero.
No, it's talking about useful items, and they didn't find any in Adult Cac for right now.
Right.
Yeah, Din's just doesn't do absolutely anything right now. It's...
Yep. Not right now, until they get magic that's absolutely useless. Yeah, Bolero is incredibly unlikely to be Way of the Hero.
I mean, it could now since like it could be theoretically your like if you have, for example, Hookshot and Hammer, like there's something on top of the crater that you want to get. No, wait, because if you have a hammer, you can just climb the Death Mountain Trail.
And Bombback gives us access to it.
Bombback gives us access to Crater anyway. Yeah, that's what I was going to get at.
Graveyard's Way of the Hero. That's for Din's.
Like Bolero is completely pointless, but also that means that we know that there's something else, which is still good information. And Bolero is a pretty nice song to have.
Graveyard Way of the Hero and the Boulder of Destiny, that is confirmed for Din's Fire because Shadow's Medallion. That is not helpful, game. Very helpful.
Just giving us all the stuff that we already know.
Yep, thanks, game. Very useful. the bomb bag in Deku does give us the bomb shoe bowling, which is 2 of our 4 remaining checks in market. So that's
that's probably the biggest thing about the bomb bag here is that you can just like before going adult, you can just do it in the market. It's not even time of day sensitive for that matter. So that's just like half of like that's like a 50% chance that you just get something you can use.
Yep.
And given that we don't have that many items we can use anyway, it's a good chance that we find something that's actually immediately useful.
Yeah, we have 3 Wave of the Heroes B. We have Market, Kakariko, and Graveyard was a hit we just saw. Market and Kak haven't really turned up anything. There's Bolero and Kak, but the odds of that being Wave of the Hero are very, very low.
I think they are actually 0. I don't think there's anything that Bolero can unlock that other items can't at this point.
Yeah, no, I highly doubt it, because yeah, we need 4 medallions to get Gan's Castle access. Big Oron's junk.
I mean, Kak has a lot of checks, so the song not being anything. Sorry, go ahead.
It can't even be for adult spawn because adult spawn is in market. I don't think it can be for child spawn at all either because you can't get out of the child.
Yeah.
So it's not even spawn location logic there.
Yeah.
Nope.
You're right.
There's just nothing for Bolero at all. It's just Bolero logic is not a thing today. Well, there is one thing. There is a strength upgrade on 30 skulls, and Bolero could theoretically be for skulls. But the odds of that are incredible.
Oh, like a 30 out of 30 for the bug bottle. Like we would need a bottle for that.
No, for strength upgrade, the GTG center chest is the bottles, Devin.
Yeah, but like, I mean, like, if this is a 30 out of 30 skull situation and you need to get Bolero, you need to have Bolero to get that skull token specifically.
Yeah, it's possible. It's incredibly dumb, but I mean, we've seen stupid.
But like,
it's just really rare.
That would also mean that you would need to get hard bottlenecked by the strength pretty early.
Yeah. And they would probably do hookshotless GTG before they got stuck into 30 skulls. That hard out 30 out of 30s. So yeah, I am not trusting that way of the hero at all. ADN, feel free to add Inspire to the Way of the Hero command for Graveyard. I would not add Bolero for right now because of just how low the odds are. I don't think so, Tanner. I think you might need a bottle, boomerang, or hookshot to get it past 30. We're probably at 20 by now, but I don't think we're at 30. Hey, strength! Yeah, because Strength 1 unlocks more things than Strength 2, so that pretty much
it's in Lost Woods,
not
okay.
30. Oh, okay, it's AD! It's AD! Upgrade of Time's a doctor, and we're in all dungeons.
It's a long one.
Can I say I called it?
And
Am
fire
I allowed
arrows.
to say I haven't done the AD yet?
I mean, at least you know early on, and it's like an obvious one. It's not like you get like storms on OT, and it's like, do I really have to do this or not? Or Requiem is a really good candidate. Flashback to last night.
Really nice that it's early. Yeah, it tells you early, and as I said before, it's not a bad set of dungeons for it.
GTG's Way of the Hero.
No, wait, no, never mind. I just had an idea that. No, I'm not going to say it.
It's ADN, so it's all dungeons are doctored. Lol, good. Actually, that's hilarious. ADN equals AD doctored.
The acronym got solved. The acronym got solved. We know their true identity now.
Yeah, we have outstanding Wave of Heroes.
I like that. I like that.
I like all dungeons necessary too.
Yeah, that's even better.
That's
that gives a little bit more
too.
variety to the game. Like, it's not that you like immediately know 100% what you're in for when you know who rolls the seed.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. ADN's Marco Gav seed was for CES4 was an Oops AD seed. Lol.
Actually, now we're going to go through all of the old seeds that he rolled.
There's
already.
only two. He only rolled 3 for brackets, and the other 2 were not AD. But Marco
Okay.
and Gav, they're both.
Well, 50% is still good.
30, yeah, 50%, and It was also the most infamous one, as we see Sunsong on Saria. Here's another concerning question. Where's the elf?
I mean, it depends.
Okay, so we
I mean,
know the Forest Medallion is on Shadow Temple.
Yep.
So, it can't
So it's
be
not
on Forest
there.
Medallion, it can't be on Burning Kakariko. We know it's not Windmill. It could be. It can't be an ice cavern.
Nope.
no.
Oh,
Forty Skulls is dead and
Colossus.
dead. Both hints. No, we
It
saw a
could be
hint that Song of Time. It's
Oh,
most
okay.
likely Minuet.
I missed that.
It's most like that was a Temple of Time, but we missed it due
Yeah.
to everything else. It's most. Yep, there's the other copy of that.
There it is. Okay.
I just see Wasteland hint in the
Yeah, that was-
grotto.
Yeah, that was
That
the
was
other
the
copy
song.
of that hint.
Yeah. Forest Medallion
Also,
is the unlocked.
Yep.
Um,
so yeah, ZL's most likely at Minuet
Yes.
right now, but hey,
oh, prescription.
we saw the big rod hint. It's junk.
That doesn't do anything.
Nope.
Not like last night.
No. It kind of has to be Minuet. Big Pose is junk, so we know that is not our market way of the hero.
Yeah, and also because it's hinted, that means it can't be the way of the hero, so it has to be the treasure chest minigame.
It could have-
bowling.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, treasure chest game. Also,
We can even
flashbacks
do
to
treasure
yesterday.
chest game as adult with our hilarious back alley.
We
sprites.
could actually do that. Yeah. Like,
It's not even me being funny. We can actually do it because the back alley exists as adult. You just can't get in. So the game developers didn't bother removing it as adult. It's still there. You just can't get in. You just can't get in there.
Yeah.
CAC is still way of the hero. Water is
really
still
fun.
wet.
Like, you talk to people after the raid. Like, you talk to people like that did not see the seed. Like, you just talk them about, and then you say a thing like, "I checked chest minigame on my way going child," and they are like, "What?"
Hey, Double
Hence in
D.
the
GTG is way of the hero. Better rush that.
We saw
Yeah.
that earlier from
And-
Keizo in the open grotto.
Yeah.
I like
missed
this.
it.
Kariosis with the skull. They're already thinking that Kakariko Way of the Hero, we've not seen much. I'd better collect skulls in case it's 10 or 20.
Also, that 30 skull strength. With Spirit being a medallion, even if Keizo doesn't know it's AD
I
yet,
wouldn't
you
actually
want
be
that.
surprised to see a Kakariko chickens play from Kariosa right here.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Is TCG back at? Oh no, TCG's not back alley. I'm mixing up my locations. Sorry.
I was going to say, it's on the main market.
No, wait,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
yeah,
you're
I'm scatterbrained. Sally,
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I also fell for that.
Yeah, no, that's me being scatterbrained.
But like we it's easy to mix up though, because we have seen a couple of times that like you can spawn as adult in the treasure chest game, which is like
Oh, that's amazing.
that was very recent, even.
Yeah.
I have lost track of which grotto Karios is in, but he just saw the second copy of the market hint. Oh, DMT storms. Okay.
yeah, going down DMT, doing some checks along the way into CAG, into where the CAG, and like I see a potential well dip here with bombs.
With
Like you
bombs,
just
yeah.
leave without the L, you just leave 4 checks behind. I think that's a reasonable thing to do, and another
it
bow
is.
too.
I'm not
Hi,
bow. So, if you got that bomb bag and Deku and somehow managed to miss the bow there, well, here's your back.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
if you
it's-
missed the bow, what in the world are you doing? Since they were in the same room.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
yeah,
that
that's
check is way
what
too
I
slow.
said.
I'm not gonna do it. Like, I don't want to press the switch and watch the cutscene twice. I'm going to save a bunch of time here.
Right? Yep, DMT freestanding was vanilla,
Yeah.
just a heart piece on top of
No,
DC.
it's some
Keizu's
song. Sorry. Oh no, it's Minuet we were thinking about being ZL.
Yeah,
wasn't
Dante
it?
Grave.
Yes.
Yep. Also, Kariosa playing Sunsong to go get Dompe digging. Good routing. Keizo taking the Owl Express, I think. And, well, anyway, heading for CAC from the other direction, it looks like.
No, that's a
no,
Keizo
wait,
going
that's
for
a
the
different
Kokiri
angle.
play here, right?
Oh, wait, he
And
hasn't been
Gumba's
there
in
yet.
Bomchi
He isn't
Bowling.
gone there yet.
Alright, now
But-
lost track.
I wonder if he would still check Mido's house for like more choose.
Mirror Shield!
Shield.
That's way of the hero. That's way of the hero.
Yep.
Well, that's a little bit disappointing though, because it doesn't give you anything to do right now. Mirror Sheet is like a super high sphere item that doesn't do anything by itself.
No, it locks spirit, and that's about that. And that's
Yeah,
literally
it locks
it.
like 3 checks in spirit and like also the boss. So like, that's nothing you want to see right now.
Nope.
I mean, at least you know where it is, though. At least you didn't
Yeah,
think this, and I can very easily if there wasn't that market wave hero thing, we have seen seeds where people have just forgotten Bombchu Bowling existed.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
the issue with Mirror Shield is since it locks so little, the amount of places where it can be at is a lot higher. So like that's one of the worst items to search for in the end game. If
Zelda is
you have
not
the whole
having a
world
good
open to you.
time. They're gonna have to do Bombchu Bowling twice, possibly.
Yeah, Puma was having a really bad day with bowling, just not getting the setup. But there we go, finally. Just so blew up several chooses.
Cariosa's going hard on those chews. I like that. Chews are so quick and easy to use.
Ice arrows are not wave hero.
Nope. Well, I mean, we need to kill Bongo this scene. 10 Skulls not having anything.
It is not our cack wave hero. So the Cack Hero remains a mystery. It's unlikely to be the Burning Cack song because we don't have that much left that could be Wave the Hero on Burning Cack because it's locked behind Shadow Temple and Jabu, both of which have
what
pretty
song
high
could
item
it be then?
requirements.
What song
I mean,
could
we're
it
missing
be?
Minuet, Serenade, Requiem, Prelude that could be there.
It could be Minuet, but that wouldn't be required for anything because we already have Sarias, right?
Yeah,
Do we
and
have
Requiem
Sarias?
could be, but
Yes.
the odds of that are... I doubt it's the Burning Cack song. Chickens could well be Way of the Hero. We are running out of things to be Way of the Hero.
I'm pretty sure Cariosa wants to do like a Chickens into Well play or something along those lines. Like with the Way of the Hero CAG and given how barren CAG was for the time being, like you really don't want to leave chickens behind, right?
Yeah.
Like do chickens reasonably.
Else there. Like you want to do chickens, and if you've got well, that's a really easy way to route it in.
Yeah, the issue is though that we can't full clear well, so you might be coming back anyway. Like what people like to do is routing in chickens in a way that you like use it to finish up CAG for good.
Mm-hmm.
But if you still have checks in the well left, like,
I mean,
is that really something you want to do? Like, if
skulls.
If CAG was not Way of the Hero, I would debate skipping chickens.
Mm-hmm.
But this, you can't pass it up.
I mean,
as much as I hate the check.
Even having to double dip well isn't that bad. We know that we're probably going to come back here for another strength anyway. So no, I have no problem with
that's
double
not that bad,
well.
for sure.
Yeah. Hey VXR, yep, it's an ADN rules and AD Nocturne Seed. And 30 skulls is a strength upgrade. Speaking of ADN, please update that command for OoT.
Yep, there's the other graveyard Way of the Hero. Also, I really like that nice teal mirror shield.
We are ZL from Frogs 2, actually. No, we have Song of Time at Colossus. We can't get there in Logic. We have a POTA song, so they could get there if they wanted to, but that's not in Logic.
I mean, we're missing a lot more than just that. But yeah, the mirror sheet looks really nice on Goomba's side. I like it too.
Oh yeah, that is a very pretty shade of blue. It works so well with the tunic, too. Speaking of tunics, I like Ryu and Keizo's shades of blue. I think Gooma's got a vanilla green tunic, and Kyros's got a really dark purple.
I was actually thinking it's like a little bit darker than that, but I might be slightly wrong. It might be just be vanilla.
It's kind of hard to tell, because it could just be Technic emulator, you know, display and whatnot. It's a little hard to tell.
I mean, I also actually swapped my monitors around. Because like one of them is a little bit brighter. Like they're the same. Like they're basically the same. Like same brand, same model, everything. But one of them is just like bright, and I can't like they have the same settings. So like because I want to have my main game on the right one, I just swapped them. So I have like I don't die from brightness overload. And then now like every tunic just looks ever so slightly darker than it used to. So I have to kind of get used to that.
Yeah, there's just little. Yes, we heard you, Estantia. We like the mirror shield color, which devolved
Yeah,
into a tunic discussion.
Yeah, no, I just wondered because I said it and then the conversation moved on to something different. So I'm wondering if my mic was just cutting out.
I'm pretty sure
Oh,
I
no,
referenced
you're
the mirror
fine.
shield.
We just-
I'm pretty sure I agree with you. So
So did I. We just took the mirror shield discussion and turned it into
Yeah.
a
tunic
more general
discussion because
cosmetics
like
discussion.
yeah.
It's not like we're seeing anything new besides chickens, which is a harpy, so that is not Way of the Hero.
It's closing in.
Yeah.
20 skulls, maybe.
20 skulls. Burning Cack being Requiem.
And
That's
that's why you for
honestly
like a small
valid.
key on left side that's not even hard required. Like, come on.
Yeah,
That's not a
kind
web hero you want to see. Like, that's useless.
Or somehow the stupidest 830 skulls for Strength 2 seed, which is insanely unlikely. Yeah. Well, it has a Zora. Well,
Oh,
that
Deadhead
has
in
a
the well,
Zora
yeah.
scale.
That's the unlock though, so we're not getting that.
Nope.
Not on our first trip anyway.
Well, Guma's adult, so he might get. We were pretty sure ZL's at the minuet, so he could get ZL before going to the well at this point.
True. But I think it could also still be. No, wait, never mind.
No, I think we run out of other places for it to be. It can't be.
We
a
ran
Skyward.
out. We ran out of places. Yes. Ooh,
Boomerang.
Well, that helps with the 30 skulls, huh?
Yeah.
Also, it's required.
That nerfs Bolero at this point. We've got enough skulls available.
That's an annoying item out of the way too.
It is, but yeah, that boomerang almost guaranteed nerfs Bolero with all our other items that cannot be Bolero for skulls because that boomerang puts more than enough in logic. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, it puts more than one in logic. That's all that we need to know. Because it can't be a 30 out of 30 situation anymore, I feel.
No. It's a bit more complicated than that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Boomerang puts way more than 30 in, so we're fine on that.
I mean, Boomerang alone unlocks more than one. Like, I'm still thinking about like Bolero versus Boomerang. It just unlocks more, and that's a slingshot.
Yeah, the slingshot definitely does it.
Yep, somewhere between this and the other thing, we've got it. Yeah. Not surprising, not that it was likely to be Bolero anyway.
Yep, Mucane has found the mirror shield. Will they go for the mean ice arrows? Who's to tell? Who's to know?
I highly doubt it.
Okay,
by
so
the way, that-
no, carry on.
Go ahead, sorry, go ahead. Asan here.
Oh no, I was just trying to say, so out of all the runners, who do you reckon is most likely to spend time getting those ice arrows just for the meme?
Out of these four, none.
Yeah, I don't think so, out of these guys.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, nope,
Yep.
Ryu skipping. No reason to get it. It's just a time waste.
I mean, they know we're on a timer, right? Because
There's also that.
yeah, like
Okay,
we
know
were
that-
already late, and
That's fair.
like
It's just- Since when has things being inefficient stopped people going for memes in this community?
It is fair, but
Well-
these guys know we're on a time limit and they're less likely to be memey than others.
yeah, like none of these are really that memey.
No. Bomb refill instead of a bomb bag in the bomb bag chest is a bit of a downgrade for Goomba.
I mean, it does mean you have stuff here in case you've used them all before you've got to the eyes, but like it's nice rather than helpful.
Actually, Gooba's the first one to finish up DC here, right? On
Yes,
restream.
yes. First to get in the door, even, so.
Did we get anything in here?
Nope.
Wah.
Well
No,
has
it's
turned up a
just
boomerang, a
wellness,
slingshot.
and a load of useful stuff.
We know there's still a scale
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
Pick up that skull since you're here. I think that was 14. Obviously, you want that strength. Spirit is a medallion, even if Curious doesn't know it's AD yet. So you want that. I mean, it's getting really obvious for everyone, even if they haven't seen the AD hint that ZL or Nocturne is on AD, because
Yeah, running out of
well,
options.
Shadow's the fourth medallion, and that. The moment you see Shadow's the fourth medallion, the odds of it being AD just goes up. Hi, Bobble.
And there's a bottle, yep. Like, so if 30 was in any doubt whatsoever,
It's
isn't now.
definitely. Yep. Also, I love this shade of purple for Ryu's mirror shield. Works super well with the tunic too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Like
good.
These runners have some fashion sense right here. I like
Oh man, these are fantastic. Even their button colors all look pretty nice. Keizo and Ryu are both sporting the French flag, actually, as far as their buttons go. I've noticed French learners like to do that.
You're right. Now that you say
Oh,
that,
Le Blanc Rouge.
now I can't unsee it.
Yeah, so with
Someone
the
had to point
hearts
it out
and
to
the
me as well. Yeah,
So
Bleu
what's the
Blanc Rouge.
Well,
blue,
I
red,
would
red.
I could do the same for the German flag, but black hearts don't look that good. They just like
No.
I'm I don't know how much health I have left at any given moment because they're just black.
Yeah. German flag is also vertical, is also horizontal stripes, which doesn't work
Yeah.
quite as well as the vertical stripes of the French flag.
That's true.
Nothing in DC at all, by the way, for Goomba. Wow.
But like at this point, just running the colors would need to be enough.
I mean, that is an excellent response from Mikolos. Just play one hit KO, then hearts don't matter whatsoever.
Oh, and that's another nice mirror sheet color for
That is
Cariosa
a
here. Look at
beautiful
that.
lavender, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually
And that's gonna
lavender,
go
right?
with the tunic color too.
Yep.
Mhm.
The fashion sense of these runners.
Yep.
I was thinking about the same thing. Like, wait, doesn't this turn into the Belgian flag then?
Oh yeah, I forgot the Belgian flag is the vertical stripes in Germany the horizontal
Also, the
ones.
cries in UK because like you can't do that. It's the UK flag is way too complicated to be just displayed in a few buttons and hearts.
Yeah,
Trying to
US is
work
the same. US flag is the same.
Yeah,
DC! Our last vote. Thanks, Gabe. Sure. That's helpful. The,
Well, there's
the
no
most
way
notable
you're
thing in
missing
DC
both.
was our last
No matter
vote,
what
and
you do,
that's... Sorry, what?
There's no way you're missing a bow in this season.
nope.
Nope.
Kaiser also
Yeah.
being in Child Garden City here right now. Did we get anything out of Child Garden City? I don't believe so.
Well, we could
Oh.
only check Hot Rodders. We don't have Zeal for the other two checks.
True. But if we had magic, though, we could
Yeah, we
check
got double
the pot.
I remember, and the spinning pot was hinted dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that
that's,
too.
That's a good one. I like spinning pot hinted.
Yep. Hey, C-Force, it's AD for starters. And it probably is 30 skulls.
And even if it's not 30 skulls, we're doing 30 skulls anyway.
I mean, at least it's not AD 50 skulls. Like
There's
the
that.
practice seed that Doc Heaps rolled the other night. That was an AD Nocturne and 50 skulls Din seed, which was
Ow.
so that it was so long.
Oh my god, that just sucks.
Yeah, 30 isn't going to take too long. Not with
30
rolls
is
this week.
fairly easy, especially with the items you already have. Having a hookshot would make this even easier.
Yep. Also,
thing,
we
like-
have a Frogs 2 wallet, and Rudo's letter is, don't know!
Yeah,
You
no,
never
what
skip the
I think
Medigar on him. That's the story.
Yeah, the main thing I'm wondering is we know that it's all dungeons for Nocturne, so we need to be able to do water. I am really surprised we haven't seen any hook shots yet.
Very true,
Yeah.
because we need both of them, and we need. Well, I mean, it's not like Shadow could easily be just the last dungeon that you do, and you still have a lot of the game to do that is not dependent on. Wait, never mind. We need the hookshot for quite a few things. So
I
We
know.
need forest, we need spirit.
yeah, we need the hookshot. I mean, we need the hookshot for everything because it's AD.
Yeah, ADN rolled an 8 all dungeons Nocturne seed. I'm not the one who came up with that joke, but it works.
It's a really good one. I like it. I like it a lot.
Both hook shots in the Widow Training Grounds could be fun.
I mean,
And we
GTG
didn't-
Stelphos has been available since the start, since they started with the bonus.
Oh, a question
we
to
did
you guys.
bomb back super early too, so we can do the Demos run.
Yep.
So, you know where Song of Time is, right? Song of Time is on Requiem. So, do you actually like go past GTG the first time to get Song of Time to go back to GTG?
How?
Or do you just like that would be really slow, right? You kind of want to save scum right side and come back if you need to.
I mean, the thing here too to consider is that they don't have a hookshot and they don't have a strength 2, so Song of Time would actually open up GTG more. So I might go for it.
Yeah, but also, I mean,
Spirit's Way, the hero. Yeah. Well, that's a fun hint.
Like,
that's a fun
hint. We
hint.
can't get across the River of Sand anyway. We don't have hovers or a hookshot.
Well,
they all know how to do it without either.
These runners don't really care about that. They just do it.
They can do it without. They couldn't care less about that.
Who cares?
I mean, we're talking about whether or not they want to cross. I mean, sure, is it out of logic? Oh god, absolutely. They don't have a lens either, as I see another slingshot on Link the Goron, but they could do it.
So, how many skulls are we up to? Was that 19 on Kato, or was that 9?
He's going to collect another one in a second, so...
We'll find out.
Okay,
I'm
so
more
how
likely
many
to
do you
say
have?
9 than 19. I don't think he's gotten that many skulls.
10. Exactly 10.
It's still some nice routing getting 10 right next to the Sculptural House.
Yep, that's true.
It is. It's always ideal to get 5 skulls before you get to Child Knight Cax, so you can get those 5 and be at 10. If you have a bottle of Boomerang 4, so you can get that 5th and another in the graveyard.
Also, if you don't have a slingshot or bomb choose, because you need to, like, there's the one on the ladder that you can't kill.
No, you can do a stick jump slash, but it's kind of finicky and not.
Oh yeah, I never tried that.
It's not worth it in standard settings. It's useful in Skull's Sanity.
Yeah, if there's like an important item on there, like that's 100% worth it. But like for just collecting one token, there's like so many better options you have most of the time. And I don't think it's not considered in logic with a stick, right? So,
no, it is not. I think it might be a trick, but logic expects you to get bomb bags, so you can get bomb chews to blow the thing up, or a slingshot for it. It's too far for the boomerang. I distinctly remember a random settings league seed I rolled. That skull was your first ocarina.
Oh yeah, you want to grab that immediately. Like you don't even care if it's in logic or not. Having an ocarina early on is way too important.
Yeah, so both runners' last location yet. One tried the jump slash and failed, the other didn't even bother, and they both last location their ocarina an hour and like 20 minutes in. It was bad. And yep, there's Zeal. Surprise!
Not
we don't want to, like, I didn't react to it at first, but like we don't really want to spoil the matches that have been happening that recently. But the VOD is always available, and it's really an exciting thing to watch. So you might not want to spoil yourself on that.
Yeah, no, I would recommend watching it back after this race, because those were some really good Grand Finals matches.
The seed was hilarious. Like you have to watch it. You have to watch it.
Up to being a Tress seed.
Yeah, but we can't say anything more. But
no, I mean the race room name was Wonderful Blame Trez, so we had to give it to Trez for that seed. I was like,
oh yeah.
I took one look at that race room and I was like, yep. Trez was like, should I roll the seed? And I was like,
Trez.
yeah, Trez, roll that seed, please. This is absolutely... It's called a Wonderful Blame Trez. We can't not have a Trez seed with that.
Okay, back to this seed, however. I wonder when the first person's going to go for the... Wait, we already did the minuet check, didn't we? Yep. I just saw someone... Oh, that's a soggy slingshot.
Yeah, that's a slingshot.
Seriously? That's our last slingshot.
So what was the song in Colossus? I completely blanked on that.
Song of Time, we saw the hint for it.
No, not Colossus. Meadow.
ZL.
ZL.
It was
Okay, so we finally got it. Which means we can get the scale for whatever that's worth.
Not much.
And Goomba's going to be able to fall clear the bottom of the well with that the first time they go.
Yep. That one's not really a spoiler, ADN, but it's alright.
I was just
Yeah,
thinking something. But I think I lost it, so go ahead.
Yeah,
Try
it's
to
fine.
remember it now.
It's alright. The bird to be a little too cautious to spoil it, but yeah, it's you just timed it out briefly. Or just delete the message, it's fine. Yeah, it's not even a true spoiler, but yeah, well. We're all good. Not much going on though. Cariosa's beating King Dodongo, Keizu's in the well without ZL, Ryu's getting another slingshot, and Goomba's doing Hyrule cleanup. So nothing new.
So Goomba
ZL?
was the first one to pick up ZL, and Goomba also did not do well, right?
Nope.
So
No, Goomba
he's the
hasn't
one
done well, I should-
who can just complete it on the first go and just getting the scale, which might actually come in handy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Lake is pretty hard to reach this seed. No Serenade, no warp point adjacent, and it feels like you have to do a lot of traveling to actually get to the scale in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So Lake is not the most attractive place right now.
Yeah,
At least
no.
always done Aaron, so we can't have a paradox letter. And, like, it will put people off Ice Cavern, so hopefully they don't need to go there. But I can see people just ignoring the entirety of the top half up there.
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, that's just the default sub-goal because we blew through too many of them in Grand Finals yesterday. We got like 140 subs during the Grand Finals stream yesterday. It was nuts. We'll put one up sometime when we can think up something new, but we got multiple sub-goals met during Grand Finals. The end result is, Trez will be racing the winner of the Grand Finals match in a glitched logic seed, but Trez has a spoiler log.
Oh, that will make it a bit more even. The Iron Boots didn't make it even.
No, but the spoiler log might. Glitched logic, on the other hand.
Going to be
Yep.
fine.
So that's the default sub goal until we can think up something new, because we're currently a little stuck. If you guys have ideas for sub goals, suggest them, because we are not currently very creative as a race jam entertainment.
So it looks like Goomba's also going to be the first to go into Gerudo Training Grounds to take a look at what's in there.
Yep. Oh, Curiosa, right, only just now doing adult CAC, because he only just went adult.
He went child super early and spent a while there.
Yep.
Oh, well, he's not going to be happy when he finds out Zelda's Lullaby on Minuet.
Not really. I mean, it's an understandable play. Yeah. Kakariko has to be either Requiem on Burning Kek or 20 Skulls, because I'm pretty sure we've seen every other check in the place. It can't be Bolero, and nothing else was remotely useful, so... yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a kind of awesome sub-goal. It would be a lot of work, but it'd be kind of awesome.
It would.
It's interesting that Gumdra is going for horseback archery straight off, and I mean, we did have all those bows really early, so this could actually be something really good.
If it's a hookshot or something, you save time by doing this before GTG.
Did I miss anything? Just had to back out for a second.
Not really.
Gumba's doing horseback archery before Gerudo Training Grounds.
I don't mind that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I like it. Well, okay, apart from the fact that I absolutely hate this check, but I like the strategy.
I mean, it doesn't really change too much.
Well, if it's a hookshot, this pays off. But it is, let's see, arrows and a big Cocoa bottle.
So, big pose locked by the horse, either way.
Very helpful, Kate. Very helpful.
Ew, that rainbow shoe tray looks so good. I might try that out myself.
And yes, salut Zaza. Yeah, this is a This is a rather French restream as Keizo picks up a beautiful shade of pink on the mirror shield.
Yeah, that looks gorgeous.
They have some excellent colors going on. DMC Walls got the other Dead Hand hint. And then yeah, salut Zaza. We do have a rather French restream. We picked Top Runner so we could hopefully sub 4 to get off the channel in time for OCS.
Just purely coincidence that a good chunk of the top runners are actually French.
Yep. So
because the French community is insane this game.
Oh yeah, they are. They're absolutely ridiculously good.
Yeah, like doing a lot of races will make you very good, and having that amount of practice, that amount of support is really helpful for getting good. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
I mean, hopefully some sort of rolls ADN seed. I mean, it was ADN or me, and my seeds aren't any good.
Your seed was last night, and it wasn't that bad.
No, but last night's seed would have been fine for the sub 4 limit. Today's, it's 30 skulls AD most likely, so...
I don't think that these runners will have any issues finishing the sub 4.
Yeah, it's more of a matter of sub 4 by how much. Fire is still foolish. Thanks, game. DMT is a very useful location for that hint.
Goobat scumming the right side of GTG here, which is a really good play. And even if you find something here, you don't even need to worry because you know where some of time is. You can pick it up and come back. It's not the fastest, but you can certainly do it. You don't even care for the logic.
Lol, Zaza. Nah, this is just a French region full of Frenchmen.
There's nothing on the right side, though.
Nope, 2 keys and a heart piece.
But like, we're missing some crucial pieces here still. Like,
yeah, the main thing. Where's the hook shots?
Yeah, hookshot being the biggest concern. Hookshot being top priority right now, I believe, because it opens up so much.
Is.
Like, hookshot usually by itself doesn't open that much, but given that we have all the items to complement that, like, we need a hookshot ASAP.
We do. Hey, Kaori, we saw chickens already. Kag has waved the hero, and we haven't seen anything there. It's either Requiem on Burning Kag for spirit keys or something, or it's,
Yep, that's a hookshotless GTG play by Goomba here.
Yep, makes sense. It's Way of the Hero, and there's not that much.
You want to do most of the stuff here. I mean, you can't do the Strength 2 locked stuff, so you're still going to leave a decent chunk of things behind, but I feel it's still a good play.
There's a bet live for hookshot? I didn't realize there was a bet live for hookshot. Let's do that.
I didn't realize there was a bet live for hookshot, so I just hurriedly put in a very, very sketchy general one.
I mean, that works, honestly. It doesn't have to be first logical hookshot. At this point, we just want a hookshot.
Skulls is a far better bet. Or chicken.
I mean,
have we seen chickens?
Yes.
Yes, it's junk. Heart piece. Oh. Other bot commands hit it, yep.
At least the seed is healthy.
There is that.
Like, the seed has been really nice and convenient. Like, it gave you bombs right before you had to bomb the eyes into Dongo's cavern. It gave you... Oh, what was it gave you right before you needed it? Oh, yeah.
Oh, Goomba actually failed the setup on
the
hookshotless part here to collect the rupee. I think it was a little bit too far to the right. Like, what you want to do is, like, you want to do a side hop here on the wall, and you want to do 3 dry rolls forward, but you want to be, like, basically, like, in front of the door. This could work, but, like, maybe a little bit more to the left. He was too far right 100% the last time. Maybe this worked, I don't know.
That worked. I think I heard the sound effect just before you got pointed out. We're betting on where the heck the first hookshot is. Logical or out of logic, I don't think it much matters. Just need to figure out where is this hookshot. There's Requiem. 20 skulls is Way of the Hero for something. And Frogs 2's in logic. That doesn't do much.
Yeah, I'm guessing we've seen Frogs 2 being dead from a hint.
It's a wallet. Theoretically, if the other wallet shows up, we could have first hookshot on King Zora.
Very nice flame skip here by Goomba.
Oh wait, is it? Never mind. Come think. Yeah, well, it's basically dead. I'm silly. Yep,
Well, we might
hovers
need
for
it.
Wasteland. And there's always the main hint. Speaking of, yeah, I'm a scatterbrain. What is that on the arch? I have no idea.
Damn, I looked away.
Yeah, Keizo going for the DC side skull, which makes sense with 30.
Yeah, just
And
get
there's
some
Song of
more.
Time. Child Spirit's an option for the hookshot. If it's seriously hookshot and
Light
Child Spirit
arrows.
again, I'm gonna laugh.
Well, those are not Wave the Hero.
Nope.
But we have them at
Nothing's-
least.
Nothing's been Wave the Hero in GTG so far.
Nope. I
Yeah.
feel like strength plays a huge factor in here.
Mhm.
Huge role.
Yeah, that strength 2 can be locking, and heck of a lot.
Well, we know where Wallet is, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Kaiser's out of bombs. And he doesn't have... Oh, he does have strength, yeah.
Yeah, because strength was in Ocarina of Memory.
Having strength actually saves him here.
Yeah.
And also, so you know how we said that those bombs in the bomb bag chest weren't going to be helpful?
They will be for Keizo.
This room isn't too bad with strength.
Oh, yes, so they all have the same strength upgrade. The other one's on 30 skulls. Who knows where the third strength is? But this GTG wave here is still missing.
Yeah, but like, we can't do all of it right now, that's the issue.
No, we can't.
Like,
no
it could
strength
also be
two?
Toilet, which would be super mean. Yeah.
That would be mean.
Toilet emotes in chat already.
Yeah, but we need Iron Boots, which we have no idea where they are. Song of Time is across the wasteland.
I mean, those we need eventually anyway.
Some of the times in Logic, there's a Kia hammer locked in the fire ring chest there for Goomba. Goomba, not Goomba. Brain, this is not Z2R. And, oh, King Zora skip for Cariosa incoming, it looks like. Send again.
Okay, let's see if anything's in the maze.
Oh, there's another key. Strength 3!
Oh! We haven't
That's
really
in Logic,
seen
that's
it.
only 4 key locked.
Yeah, but that's also basically the first thing we've seen in Gerudo Training Grounds.
Actually, I'm not sure if it's in Logic. I wasn't counting exactly how many keys they could find. Well, no, there were 2 on right side. There was the
Oh,
any
never mind.
number of
Iron
third
Boots.
things. Iron Boots is also.
So that actually just about puts Toilet in Logic.
Well-
That might not be. No, that one's
Oh, no, 'cause
definitely
we
not
don't
in
have
Logic with that
hookshot.
hook.
Yes, Toska
But I'm
completely
pretty
pointing
sure.
out.
But Song of Time and Bow gets us at least 3 keys to get the hidden ceiling for our 4th key. Strength 2 is in Logic.
Well,
Iron Boots might not be.
is
it's-
Hookshotless GTG in Logic?
No,
Because if so, then we can't get...
it's not.
I can't
Hookshotless
remember if
GTG
there
is
was
never in Logic.
one key or 2 in the entrance lobby. I know there was a key on Stalfos. And there was 1 key in lobby. I can't remember what the second lobby one
Wait.
was.
On Starfos, there was
Song
2 is
of
on.
Time is in. Estancia Song of Time's in Logic. We have bombs to get there. Right side. Song of Time gives us 2 keys on right side. That's 4 keys. We only
Yep.
need 3 keys to get the hidden ceiling chest for a 4th key. We are in Logic for that.
Okay.
Strength's in Logic. Strength 3 is in Logic. OGC
Well,
is an option.
But it's not, like, as Toska was pointing out, it's probably, it could be bait, because the
Yeah.
Iron Boots are also applicable for Wave the Hero here.
Mhm.
Cariosa wanting to do the Weep skip, but having some issues here with the
Yeah.
setup.
All 3 strengths are in logic. We have sufficient keys in GTG to get that strength upgrade. The iron boots might not be, but the strength upgrade definitely is in logic. Zaza, we already have a boomerang in a bottle and various other odds and ends. 30's been in logic for a while.
And once more, we see the seed being actually really nice. Not only does it tell you early that
Okay,
it's
this
a
looks much better.
it gives you a strength 2, right when you want to do strength 2 in Gerudo training grounds.
Okay, toilet's an item. Oh boy.
I think just a little bit more to the left. Don't roll. Caressa's really having trouble here. But I get curious as to what he wants to do with the ice play. Ice wasn't hinted in any way, was it?
No. Were there 2 keys behind strength 2? I wasn't sure. RetroArch is quite popular for emulators. BizHawk is also used, and some people use Project 64. Correct, Tannerin. I'm pretty sure the strength and irons are back to back. They're likely both in logic, but you also can't do anything with the irons without a hookshot anyway, so it really doesn't matter all that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Auto Tracker is cool, but it's not allowed in races.
Nope.
Not for Ocarina of Time.
Was that Skullmask? Yep, Skullmask is.
Ah!
Oh,
that has been in logic forever. So completing, oh my god, completing Jabu is actually on the table. Has been on the table for a while. Why is it always Skullmask letter? Why?
That's by the way a Skullmask watch hint too, which is hilarious. The other one's probably Back Lake. There's a Goron tunic.
Oh yeah, that's actually huge. Getting that hint is huge. Yeah, there has to be one hint available before Router's letter. But this is not the one. But it's still that's why this information is so powerful for Goomba right now.
Oh,
for
that's
Cariosa
big.
right now.
That is a big hint for Cariosa there. Alright. I don't know what that would. I have no idea what Icy Waters is. Yep, it says 3 hints. Skullmask is guaranteed.
Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah. Now the problem is that this hint's in Zora's Fountain behind a King Zora skip for Cariosa, and the other hint's likely Back Lake or a bad grotto at this point. So, not good for the other runners.
I imagine the other Skullmask hint is probably Back of Lake.
It's most likely Back Lake, yeah. Could be one of the terrible grottos, but it's most likely Back Lake.
Okay, but it would be mad if there was a hook shot in Ice Cavern. It would be amazing, but it would be
oh
my god,
I mean, it's a logic, isn't it?
It is.
No,
yeah, Skullmask is in logic.
It is.
Because the hint has to be accessible.
Like everything is like, and like reaching this place is also logic since we know where the letter is. Like, yeah, it's fast hookshot in ice. That would be huge for Cariosa here.
Oh my god, if Cariosa gets a hookshot here, he's going to be in a fantastic spot. These settings have 4 medallion brute, I should note. Yes, they are Zaza. Those were Deku Tree, and it's open Deku.
Like, yeah, as has been stated, sure, this seed is all dungeons, but it's actually being really nice about telling you where everything is. Like, the placements are bad, but it's nice, it tells you. It gives you bombs before you need to bomb this thing. It gives you a big Po bottle after you've done horseback archery.
Well, I wouldn't really consider that nice, but yeah, the strength is really, really convenient. So you don't need to come back. Like, if you had Song of Time, you could even be clear toilet.
Yeah. By the way, chat, don't forget we have a bet open for where that first hookshot is, so we should probably get those bets in soon, because we didn't forget that's an open bet.
Have we actually seen the creator checks yet?
Good question.
We've peeked the freestanding items. Keizo's seen the AD hint now. I don't remember.
But like, we had a bomb. We had a bomb back in for a while now. But like most players actually did the creator without
Are
bombs,
those
right?
hover boots there for Cariosa?
Oh, wait, that was a Hylian shield, I think.
Okay, I can't read. Can't identify items. That's fine. The shield, thank you. Right. So I updated the Wave the Hero command so that 20 skulls is reflected in the CAC Wave the Hero because it has to be. We've seen everything else in CAC, and it cannot be the Burning CAC song because it's Minuet, Serenade, or Prelude, all of which are useless.
Oh, by the way, what song are we expecting in Iced?
Minuet, Serenade, or Prelude.
Like, I would really wish for Prelude at this point because. Well, no, actually, no, you don't want to see Prelude because both save warps take you to market. You want Serenade because water, like, lake is so far out of the way.
Yep. ADN 1 in 32 is referring to the treasure chest minigame, which is you are so there are 5 rooms with 2 chests each. It is randomized as to which side has a key, and you are supposed to use the lens of truth to peek the keys to get through it. It is a 50-50 chance for each one if you're just blind guessing, and there's 5 rooms total, so it's a 1 in 32 chance of guessing it completely correctly.
Which happened before.
Yes. So that's what that is. Yeah, get those last few bets in for where is that first hook shot. I would probably close the bet after Ice Cavern's done for Curiosa ADN.
I mean, 20 skulls feels like a really good bet right now. Second hook shot could be pretty much anywhere, but first hook shot, there's not many places left.
No, it's most likely 20. It could be Spirit. We have Requiem, and it is Way of the Hero. We also have all 3 strength upgrades in Logic.
Yeah, could be. Could very easily be in Spirit.
Yeah, I'm updating the Way of the Hero command too because it is strength 3 that would be Way of the Hero in GTG since none of the strengths lock each other. They're all available.
So, what's at the end of Ice Cavern? I don't think we got any items that were useful in here.
No, Ice Cavern was a load of nothing. No, Turska, both
It's
Strength 2
Prelude.
and Strength 3 are available.
Ice Cavern was completely empty.
Oh.
That Prelude doesn't do even really that much. It saves you a few seconds because when you're playing on virtual console, but other than that, it's like that's the worst song you could have gotten here regarding the spawn points.
Yeah, it really is.
Like the information on Ruto's letter are like for Ruto's letter, brilliant. But like other than that, you don't get anything in here, so that's like a time sink.
Yeah, it is.
It also goes to show that like how like in what kind of power does the hint the trick has, the King Zora skip. Like it's high risk, high reward, and in this place in this instance it was like well not that rewarding other for information.
Mm-hmm. He's doing big posts because he hasn't seen a hint. The hints are Valley and Domain.
Yeah, we still don't have magic, so Compose a Grave Chest isn't in Logic. I mean, what else really is there? Where else is there for the hook shot to be apart from 20 Skulls and Spirit?
That might be it.
Berry, I guess. It could be here.
No, we saw that. We saw that earlier from, I think, Goomba. Yep. Hey, Virgil. It's OAD. It might still be 30 Skulls. OGC is an option for our first hook shot.
Jabu's in Logic. Could be in Jabu.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing. How soon do people go and get that Ruto's letter and do Jabu?
That's hard. Oh, hey, Kokiri.
Nice butter knife. I'm not really sure. Like, I don't know. Like, it depends on where that hint is, right? But I highly doubt anyone is going to find that anytime soon. So
No.
Cariosa actually has a very big advantage here.
They
Like-
can't do. Yeah. Good. Go ahead.
Who really wants to do Skull Mask if you have an always hint for it? Like, you're expecting to see that hint at some point anyway. Yeah, I mean, the sword doesn't really matter, because
No.
Deku's open anyway.
Yeah.
If this was
All right.
season 4, that would matter a hell of a lot more.
Oh yeah.
It wouldn't be able to happen if it was season 4 because of that bomb bag being in Deku.
Yeah. Like, the seed would have played entirely different with Closed Deku. I just say, bring back Closed Deku, honestly.
Yeah.
I see reasons for and reasons against it. Like, it makes it a lot nicer for new players, and these weeklies do need to be accessible for people who are
True.
just getting into the community.
If it's a hookshot in Wasteland, lol.
It's actually really hard to, like, balance the settings in a way that both experienced and inexperienced players, like, have something, or, like, be happy. Like, it's basically guaranteed that you cannot make everyone happy with these. Like, someone has something to complain every time. Like, it's really hard to balance.
Just because it's a nice set of settings doesn't mean it's a nice seed, as evidenced with pretty much every weekly in existence.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. Alright, Adult Spirit for Ryu. Let's see how far he can get without a hookshot. Could be nowhere, could be pretty far. My bet was the Spirit Boulder's chest, so let's see if it's there.
Yeah, PKR does make a very good point. OOT does have quite a high skill ceiling. And like, even if you are really good and skilled, even just at the basic execution, easy settings don't make it worse because you can still just go woo.
Yo, Keizo. Nailing that horseback archery. Let's go.
Nice.
It's just so satisfying to hear the jingle for the 100 like over and over and over again in quick succession. It's just so satisfying to hit those bullseyes.
It is. Also, rip my bet. If Spirit Boulder's chest was just a purple rupee.
If this is again a hook shot,
Actually, yes,
like you can't have two hook shots like in Spirit Temple back to back. Like
yeah,
no.
you can. Yeah, you can. It's happened.
Please no. If it's in the same
It-
check, I'm going to lose my mind.
It's happened twice.
Mm-hmm.
Because once it was both the child climb room checks, and the other one it was like the second child climb room check and the one just outside on the hand.
Like this is just the Spirit Temple hookshot weekend, right? Actually, it looks like we couldn't progress in Spirit that much.
Mm-mm.
No keys, huh?
Well, purple rupee in the Boulder's chest, and Ryu doesn't have a hookshot for the other chest.
Yep. That reminds me of yesterday.
Yes, it does! We don't have a hookshot! Again! Yesterday we didn't
Yeah.
see a hookshot for
If
nearly
it's map
2
chest again,
hours
I
on
lose my shit.
rescreen. Mhm.
Yeah, the thing about the hookshot is, sure, if you just have the hookshot, it doesn't open much. But if you don't have the hookshot, it locks so much. So, like, hookshot isn't great at opening things, but it's great at locking things.
That's
Oh my
that's actually that seems reasonable. Gooba
Yeah.
is going to show us the well here, and I think he's the first one to go in with ZL.
He is.
So we're
Well,
going to
they're
see a
pretty-
bunch more checks here.
Yeah.
They're like,
Cariosa-
if the hookshot was just here the entire time?
Cariosa is now just got letters, so we'll be seeing Jabu shortly
Yeah.
for him. That will be new checks.
Although he
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
has to
just-
get his way around there. Like he has to do some walking. He has to walk up the river.
Yep.
Wait, 3 swords on the same beam? How? How do you get 3 swords on one beam? Was that like Death Mountain Crater or something?
Ossus, maybe? I'm not sure. Actually, that's interesting.
I mean, I can't think of like 3 checks that are on the same.
Oh, yeah.
Diminished cap.
That makes more sense.
That explains a lot.
I mean, you could theoretically have like a sword on a check that's unlocked by a magic bean, right? But like in 3 different seeds. That's what could have happened. But
I am slightly smug that like I rolled a seed which had your first hook shot on adult fishing, and I actually called it.
yeah, that's an awful place for the hookshot to be.
Yeah, but I was really smug about it because, of course, I was memeing and saying, "Oh, by the way, here's a point where you might actually want to use the bean for it," and I took it, and it was hookshot locked by bean, so I
That's
just
nice.
looked entirely smug.
Alright, speaking of beans, Kyrios is picking some up, which makes sense. First
Yeah.
hookshot could well be
Better buy them
adult
quickly
fishing.
before the guy eats all of them. Like limited, these beans are totally limited edition. Nom 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 nom.
Right.
I'm getting all
Limited edition
by
because
the
he's
moment.
eating it.
Yeah, like he is only like the bag is full of them, but he has like he can like sell 10 of them.
I mean, wouldn't you charge an exorbitant amount if someone was trying to buy your snack off you while you were eating it?
Yeah, and the more they want, the more you charge. That makes sense.
Alright, so scale for Goomba as Kyrios does Frogs 1, Ryu's getting more skulls, and Keizo's doing GTG.
And Goomba picking up the scale that was hinted.
Could there be anything in lab time?
Could be. I mean, we haven't gotten any hints any which way. Lake Hylia is not foolish.
I think it's a little bit too early to talk about Lab Dive because, like, without Hookshot to do it with Iron Boots or without the Golden Scale, and like, no, like, if we get something in Way of the Hero CAG, like a scale in Way of the Hero CAG, that would be suspicious, but we don't have anything to go off of.
Can you imagine if we spent all this time getting towards getting 20 skulls to do Kakariko, and then we get there and it's just a scale?
That would be so, like, especially with like free aiming for the skull. That looked like a nice attempt.
But yeah, I mean,
actually get Lab Dive, that's great.
Yeah, everyone's rushing skulls between the 30 skull strength and the 20 skulls way of the hero. Yeah, it's a skull seed.
But like, it could be very much the case that the third strength is not required at all, and we're just like farming skulls for nothing.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, you're already getting 20, so it's not as bad either way.
Did you see that? That's Hover Boots and Child Spirit.
Oh, that's a find.
Yeah, Zorza, the reason why we're talking about 20 is because we've checked everything else in Kakariko, and it's nothing. So it has to be something on 20 skulls.
Can't we at this point even determine which song is on Burning Cag 2?
It's either Minuet or Serenade. Both
yeah, which like
logically...
don't do anything. So
nope,
like it has to be 20 skulls.
Yeah,
which is on the way to 30
else.
anyway. So not too bad.
Not at all. Oh, Spirit is hook locked. Yeah, there was no key on Child side either.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So you know what you said about Hookshot being bad at opening things and good at locking them.
Yep, that's what we were talking about.
well,
Dude,
first
it's no time
is...
as Way of the Hero. Like, for Hover Boots, maybe? Maybe there's something else. Maybe it's a hook shot.
Confirmed.
Like a long shot in there. That would be mean, honestly.
Like, definitely hovers. It's just what for?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, Spirit Way of the Hero for hover boots confirm. First, if we find magic somewhere, Din's first hookshot could be Shadow Temple.
Yeah, PK, I'm really curious to where the other copy of the Skull Mask hint is.
It has
Like,
to
Oh,
be
back
same.
has to be back of like, kinda.
Castle Storms. I think there's a couple other grottos, but yeah.
Oh, Castle Storms. Castle Storms is in Logic too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they have storms in a
Mm.
bomb bag.
Wait, hang on. What was that on the arch? Is that a hookshot on the arch?
Wait, is it? Because I can't tell.
Mm.
That might be a hookshot on the
It
arch.
does look like it. And Cariosa did pick up beans.
Fair point.
Wait, was
yeah,
that actually a hookshot? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a hookshot.
Wait,
on
didn't
the
someone on
arch.
Restream already went there, like go there and we didn't
Yeah,
see
but
it?
I missed it then. 'cause
I
could-
just looked away. Like I just looked at another runner at that exact moment.
So, that's our first hookshot. Colossus Arch!
I mean, well, we need to actually see it better, but that does look like hookshot.
It does.
Well,
Like the only other thing I could imagine on there was like shoes, but
Phantom is saying
shoes
that.
are not that
saying
shiny.
It's a stick, huh?
Stick.
That looked like a hookshot to me. I mean, let me go back to Curious's VOD and see if I can't find it.
I mean, if you want it to be like your imagination can just make it anything you want, because
yeah,
sometimes these items are
absolutely.
really hard to see.
I mean, in
That's
all
for
fairness,
sure.
I have seen a mirror shield get mistaken for a blue pea, and that cost a race.
Oh, yeah, that's happened more than once. Yeah, I'm looking back in Goomba's VOD, sorry, got mixed up as to who was just at the Colossus, but Goomba's in Transfer, so that's he's the one to look at.
But like, wouldn't you just?
That's a stick, yeah, that is a stick.
It's actually a stick. Ah. Okay,
So, our hookshot mystery remains. Where is this?
that's VC eyes. Yeah. Dude, I can't wait to switch to VC.
I'm debating over whether or not we should get a prediction going as to whether or not we'll beat yesterday's time for first hookshot. Yesterday's first hookshot showed up at like an hour 53. Will we see a hookshot sub that as we see a Greg in that job boot? Yeah, water's hook lock.
That's a way to use a ground jump in Child CAG.
We can't get in the door of Water Temple without a hookshot, so it can't be our first.
Yeah, it could be the second one, however. Like, Water
Hey,
Temple is
20
not
skulls.
hinted foolish today.
Yeah, 20 skulls is
Nothing.
arrows. What's way of the hero in CAC?
Wait a minute.
Wait a second. What's way of the hero here? It can't be Minuet. And it certainly can't be Serenade. Fourth is the Fire Medallion when we have Saria's song.
This is weird. Saria's song is in the crater. Bolero was in the windmill, so that's not the problem.
No, we have way more than enough skulls in Logic for 30. It can't be
Wait.
Forest Access. Forest is the Fire Medallion. It can't lock Burning Cat Minuet. There's a hookshot, Jabu. Jabu's
Okay,
got the
this
hookshot.
is huge for Cariosa.
That's big.
This is so huge.
And 30 skulls is definitely in Logic with that hookshot. Definitely. Guaranteed. No,
Yep,
'cause 30
this has
skulls
been in
is
Logic for
hinted.
quite a while, too.
30 skulls is hinted, so it cannot be the Jabu. It cannot be the Cack Way of the Hero. What the hell is Way of the Hero there?
What was 20? I missed it.
Maybe it's
because
Bolero to get
Arrows.
Sarias to do something with Sarias, but I can't remember anything being specifically Sarias locked.
No, there
we
wasn't.
haven't seen Skull Kid or Dancing.
No, we saw Skull Kid, it's junk, and Darunia was junk as well.
Oh, wait, I think I figured it out. I'm not 100% certain, but hear me out on this. So, no, wait, that's not. That's not. Oh God, it just made sense for a
To
second.
get Zelda's Lullaby. That's Forest Access.
Yes, that's true. And since Minuet is on Burning Keg, maybe it would be locked by forest, so you would were hard required to get there.
Minuet
No, you've gotta
is
be kidding.
hard
Bolero
locked
for
by Zelda's Lullaby.
And because the
Zarya
scale.
for
Oh, wait. The hookshot is in Jabu, right? So it's ZL locked.
Yes,
But
because
the
both
hookshot would also be
scale-
your way into. God, this is no, this is so difficult.
Hovers were Child Spirit and Requiem's in the Composer Grave. Oh, you're kidding me! It's Bolero for Zarya's for ZL.
Yeah, okay,
W,
yeah.
K.
Yep.
It
I
makes it
forgot
actually
that
makes
was a
sense.
thing.
It actually makes sense. That's the biggest. That's
And Zelda's locked pretty much everything else because you can't do Shadow to get the Forest medallion. So you can't get the Forest song, you can't get the Burning Cat song without Zelda's Lullaby.
Zaza, it is. You can't turn in Ruto's letter without ZL. Scale was ZL locked in the well on Dead Hand.
yeah. As long as we don't know where the other scale turns up.
Bombs don't
That is a
matter,
good
Zaza,
point.
because bombs
Yeah, this
are
is
paired with
genius.
ZL.
That is an amazing Bolero way of the hero.
Oh
That is a thing.
That is the
Dude.
most amazing. I forgot Bolero was Rosaria's of all the things. Okay, I screwed up
So-
logic. Jeez, that's dumb.
That actually means that Karios is in the best spot right here.
Oh, he is for sure.
It
Because
also
that
means
letter.
it also means that you know how we specifically took Zelda's Lullaby out of Way of the Hero. You know how we specifically did that.
We got Bolero and the hero for CL.
We thought Bolero was baked for Zelda's Lullaby.
Good lord.
This is really funny.
I'm editing the way of the hero.
I'm just happy I didn't play this one.
Yeah, because Hookshot and Hovers are both ZL locked, as were Bombs and
Yep.
as were Scale and
This is brilliant.
this is
This is so brilliant.
This is
Couldn't say it any better.
Yep.
Oh, you know
This is
it's good
great.
when you're breaking out the sad trombone noises.
You know what's good on Bolero's way of the hero? Bolero locks so little, it's rare.
Yeah, it was just for that song. Like even with like we were looking at the Foolish Fire Temple, which has the light medallion for the longest time. Like this is absolutely useless, right? But it's
Yeah,
it's so
and-
complicated, and yet it's so funny.
We
I
are
love
debating
it.
the skulls angle for a while.
Yeah.
30, but no, that's not bad either. It's
That's
just
not it. Just think one step even more complicated. Like, what the fuck?
yeah. There's only a
this is
slim
brilliant.
chance it's Bolero way of the hero. Yeah, there's only a slim chance of Bolero way of the hero. Even if we had remembered that Sari's like ZL, still didn't mean much itself until Hovers turned up in Child Spirit and Hookshot turned up in Jabu, both of which are no Zaza. Hookshot's in Jabu and Hovers are in Child Spirit. Requiem's in the Composer Grave and you Scale ZL locked. You can't.
Yep. The only chance to get to all of that logically is to use Bolero to get into Crater to get Sarias and go from there. It's
Yeah, the other
ridiculous.
skill has to be ZL locked. The other hookshot has to be hookshot locked, so that's kind of obvious at this point.
I mean, it could
Yeah.
also still be just the lock. No, wait, never mind. That's not true.
Yeah. Yeah. Idiot logic! I mean,
The runners
Bolero
are
Way of the
never
Hero is
gonna figure this out
always
while they're
really...
running, are they?
Hmm?
The runners are never going to figure this out while they're
Oh
actually
no,
running.
they're gonna be confused as hell by that Bolero Way of the Hero. Also, how long is it gonna take everyone to even find their letter?
Oh yeah, that's really concerning for anyone playing this.
Mm-hmm. Uma is an adult river, but is he going to go there?
Going down the river, it seems.
Yeah. I don't think he's going. King Zora skip. Yeah, Foolish Domain
Yeah.
isn't helping people either.
Yeah, as I said, that Domain being foolish is going to put people off going up there whatsoever. And
Oh, absolutely.
of taking it because you think other people are going to miss it is actually a really interesting gamble.
I mean, Zora's Domain as adult, like it doesn't really matter too much because you can't do anything in Domain on your first trip anyway, unless you already bring Blue Fire. So like I don't think that Domain being foolish actually like pushes you away from going through Domain as all.
No.
No, but it pushes you away from it as child, and it's
as child, yes, but as child, like because you don't have the letter, you don't really want to go there anyway. Like without a scale and serenade or like any, like you don't want to walk up there for nothing or like.
Yeah. King's. Kaizo did just pick up Skull Mask, which is good for him. And they are running out of things to do, so at some point, Skull Mask just becomes the thing to do, because what else are you going to do without a hookshot at some point?
I mean, I strongly believe that if Skull Mask was not an always hint, they would have all done it by now.
Likely,
somehow.
But
because like you are banking on finding that hint. If you know it's an always hint, you're going to look for that hint always because it saves time. But this is one of these instances where you're going to have a bad time since you're going to push it back to like basically for all eternity.
Yeah. Looks like Ryu should be turning in. No, or has it turned in the Keaton Mask, yeah. So that's Keizo gonna be getting letters soonish. Ryu and Goomba might be a bit. Goomba's about to be confused.
Since we have the hookshot now, like most of the seed is really open. So magic could be anywhere.
Honestly, I'm kind of expecting writing on screens at this point going question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah. We should see. I don't know if Keizo and Ryu have quite figured out realized that just how that Cackley the hero is confusing.
Longshot on Darklink.
Oh lol, that'd be funny.
Vanilla Longshot. Oh yeah, Forest Temple is available. It's full clearable. It's a medallion.
It is.
You gotta do it. Nap time.
Forest for magic or hammer?
So hookshot translates for nap time. It translates to nap time.
I mean, it's the newest thing we're seeing. Okay, Keizo's doing chickens now. I think chickens is his last check in Kakariko, and so we'll get to see his face when he sees that chickens is junk and go.
Oh yeah, because he has face cam, we are actually going to see his face.
As he tries to work out what the hell is Cackley the hero.
It would be great if we got a mic on mute, but yeah.
Yeah, chat can't see his face.
We will inform you of his face. You'll be able to tell because we will be laughing.
You can also
Goomba's getting Skull Mask. There we go.
Hey, yeah. Check out the runners. Keizo stream if you want to see it. Just generally, shoutouts to our 4 runners. Kiriosa, Ryuken, Goomba, and Keizo. What?
Huh.
It's not linking our us 3. The commentary command is forked. And so's the tracker command.
No, tracker's working.
Turska, McCullough, Alan Heffley, and Melky. Thank you to the 4 of you for working behind the scenes on this funny seed. As Keizo is like, he looks confused. And
oh no,
Bot's back.
He's just laughing.
I'm not sure he realizes if we have time for an interview, which is debatable with this seed, we should ask them what they think of that Cackley the hero.
Like,
I think we will have time to at least get Kiriosa in for an interview. I do not know about the other 3 at this point, because we do have a time limit. We do not know... Burning Cack has not been hinted, but we know it is logically useless. It's Burt Mignard or Serenade, both of which are deader than dead.
Yep.
It's worse than the Song Way of the Hero. It's a Song Way of the Hero for Zelda's Lullaby by proxy of 2 other songs.
And it's taking Bolero way of the hero. Bolero logs so little, it's ridiculous. Oh, hey, Ryu's doing chickens now. I think Ryu is also about to realize that it's that the Kagway of the hero is a load of confusing. Yeah,
I mean,
Bolero way of the hero with Foolish Light Medallion Fire is the best part.
Especially
of this.
with how many checks Kakariko has, this is like even more disappointing.
I know,
Yeah, I
right?
was going to say, like, out of all the Kakariko Way of the Heroes you could have, like,
Also, it baits you
really
to doing chickens. God damn it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we
it
know
makes sense, but there goes like 2-3 minutes just doing chickens because what the hell's Way of the Hero and Kak? I don't think any of the runners know.
Rough time.
Yeah. I usually tend to fare better with Bolero Way of the Hero, but it's always really confusing. I once managed to logic out that Bolero's Way of the Hero because it locked all bomb bags. Well, Bolero's Way of the Hero once because even with Hovers in Maidu's house, Bolero locked all bomb bags, bows, strength upgrades, and the hammer.
So you can't enter the crater.
Nope!
Oh.
That was dumb. It was really dumb. So dumb, in fact, that I was able to logic out that Skull Kid had to have a first bomb bag.
Because that's why we love this game, right?
Yeah. Kuma's got
Because
ladder now.
stuff like that just happens all the time.
Oh yeah. Bolero Way of the Hero is super fun for logic. It's no fun for runners because you're not figuring that out mid-race, but it's great for logic.
I stand by my position of even the nicest settings can produce awful seeds.
That's true.
Absolutely. Yeah. Letter for Goomba. I think they're just literally running out of checks to do, so that's why they're doing Skull Mask. It's just not that much left in the game.
Unfortunately, no.
Like, straight and simple, there just isn't anything else left to do. Alright. Heart piece for... Yep, there's chickens for Ryu.
I do like some of the puns happening in chat. Like, I particularly am fond of the For Rest Temple.
For rest, yeah. That's
On
a
the
really
other
good
hand,
one.
that just means there's going to be something we need in, like, the basement chest of Forest.
I turned Ryuken's audio briefly on my end, and he's like, Sequasit seed. What is this seed? Is what that translates to in response to those chickens. Where the hell's his first hookshot was also said very much. Ryu is a bit confused, I think.
I think everyone has the right to be confused with this.
I think so.
Absolutely.
It's that kind of seed.
It is.
But also, as a side note, why is it always the basement chest in Forest? Why is it never anything else? It's always the bloody basement chest if there's something that you need at Forest Temple.
I don't know.
It keeps happening.
I'm actually curious if, like, there's been some forfeits already.
There has been... Let me look. 3.
Because, like, this... Sorry?
3 people have not quit so far.
Actually, Kinrad, that's a really good explanation, and I feel slightly better and less bitter about having to go through the entirety of damn Forest Temple for it.
Yeah, Forest Basement can have the boss key, though.
Well, I don't think quite everyone has gotten to the point of realizing that not everyone has realized that the hookshot logic is that bad. Like, they haven't quite run out of checks that hard. Like, keep in mind that these runners are some of the best in the race, and some of them are only just running out of checks to the point of Skull Mask. Not everyone has gotten there yet.
I mean,
So
there was
they
quite
get
a
that.
bit of stuff to do regardless of the hookshot.
Oh, yeah.
But, they are closing in on, like, nothing literally left in the game.
Yeah, they are.
Hi Riley, it was in Jabu, and Ruto's letter is on Skull Mask.
Yep. The only hint we've seen for Skull Mask is in Zora's Fountain. Curious, but King KZ skipped. Nope.
No other Skull Mask hint.
It's probably back leg.
The funniest is just that Bolero's Way of the Hero and Keg is the only thing there to unlock Zarias, to unlock ZL, to unlock the hookshot. Like, it's so dumb, but I love it.
Basically, it's Zelda's lullaby to unlock everything. But
Yep.
you need berries to get it, for which you needed Bolero.
And everyone is still collecting skulls because you do not want to leave that strength 3 behind.
Nope. Because we've seen in the past plenty of times that Light Trial is one of the most broken locations in the game. But sometimes it's just, it could also have nothing.
Yeah. And yep, OoT teaches Nocturne today. It's AD, it's Bolero Way of the Hero, and it's kind of dumb.
Oh, it's super dumb.
Well, just the fact that it's Bolero Way of the Hero says it's dumb. Bolero Way of the Hero is always very confusing because there's so little that song locks.
I mean, the main issue is the main issue really is the letter. Like, one of the hints being like hard locked by the item that is hinted. And the letter being on Skull Mask, since it's an always hint deck, everyone just wants to go for the hint first. And deck don't bother with Skull Mask. That actually leads to a lot of last location Skull Masks if the hint doesn't show up. So maybe having Skull Mask as a sometimes hint is not that bad at all.
Yeah.
Because, like, you do a check that's slow, but you can't miss it anyway. Like that way, either you choose to leave it behind. You're taking a risk there, or you just do it and don't miss the item that's on there.
Mm-hmm.
Trusting hints is very dangerous.
It is. And when you skip back leg hints, they're slow, but they could be the only available copy of an important hint.
Yeah, this is why I still really like the South Hyrule opener from Season 3. Because it gets you the open grotto. If you've got bombs in Kakiri Forest, you can get the scrub. You go through to Gerudo Valley, get the hint there, and then you can go down and go around the back of the lake for hints if you're feeling like you're not going to make time of day anyway, so you may as well get the extra information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the issue is though that you're not the South Hyrule open grotto into our stuff, for example, was really popular because you started in Kokiri and the time of day was just right. But now that you don't have the guaranteed spawn, and even if you have, that's not your best option. So
Oh no, I don't do this because it's good. I do this because I'm bad enough that I can make time of day work because I'm so slow. I wouldn't recommend it for a top runner, but I need all the information I can.
I mean, that's how I did it at the when I started out with this game. That's how I did it too. I just was going at my own pace and tried to get as many hints as possible. That's a valid strategy.
It is. Yeah, we're gonna go mode shadow at this point. It's behind everything.
Go mode shadow, or go mode. You can skip 2 checks.
Yeah, go mode being a very loose term.
Very loose, yeah.
Well, we are missing 3 items right now. We are missing Longshot for water, we're missing a magic for shadow, and we're missing hammer for fire. We are 3 items from
I'm so curious, dude. I want to know where that hint is, the other Skull Mask hint.
Oh, I do too.
But no one is. I don't think at this point in the game anyone would You could try to I know that I have to do Skull Mask, but I know where the hint might be, so I just rush the hint instead. But then again, not having Serenade and given how far away the lake is at this point, actually doing Skull Mask before rushing the hint stones that you still have left is actually faster. And Ryuken is going to break into Zora's domain here.
And see the hint and be like,
You will see the
really?
hint, yeah.
Yeah, it's just Lake Hylia has been really inaccessible. Like, you don't even have a reason to go to Zora's domain and go out that way into Lake Hylia because Zora's domain's barren.
The biggest brain play that Ryo could pull here is just see the Skull Mask hint and immediately bail. Like, not even bothering doing eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I still want to do it in case Serenade's an ice because Serenade is helpful.
I feel like you want that song. Like, little does he know that Ice Cavern is so empty.
It doesn't even have any. It doesn't even have Sarah.
Oh, that was a nice setup. I've never seen that before. Like, everyone has their own like flavor of King Zora skip. Really cool.
Mm-hmm.
There is actually one useful thing about having Prelude instead of using the adult save warp to get back to Market.
Okay.
And that is that you can't accidentally miss picking up the boss key.
Oh, you're right.
Not that we've seen that happen.
No, never.
No, not at all.
Did it actually make the difference between someone won and lost? I don't think it did, but it was a close call.
I don't remember.
It can make races a lot closer.
Yeah.
Okay, Ryuken, let's see how he reacts to. Oh god. Actually, wait, did I just read that? Honestly?
Yep.
What the fuck? Let's just look at it again to make sure.
You is not happy.
He's like, oh. Yeah. Okay, yep, he realizes. I just turned on his audio on my end for myself. He's like, oh, there it is. But where's the logic for this? Where's the other head? Oh, it's back leg. He knows what's going on. He's aware. He knows what's going on there.
Damn.
He is fully aware that the other hit is probably back leg and said as much. He's not amused. But he is
But, like, there
going
wasn't
ice.
really, like, to be completely fair, there wasn't really a very good opportunity to go for the back of leg hints. Like, what I like to do is I'm not doing them as child on my first trip because I have like time of day issues if I stay for too long, and going as adult is just way faster than as child. But like, if you don't get Serenade, like Serenade seems to be like somewhere very inconvenient, like somewhere late into the seed. So like, it's not that easy to like. You have to make a decision on the spot, which might not help you.
Yeah, today Serenade is locked behind AD, so yeah, you're not getting it.
Yeah, it's either Forest Medallion or it's Burning Kakariko, either of which you need to do Shadow.
Yep, and Shadow that's still a while until we get there.
And
By that time, you probably have all the tools you need to
do
be
Shadow.
more.
Speaking of which, we still need 2 hook shots. Well, we need 1 extra hook shot. We need a long shot to do all dungeons. Where do we reckon the other one is?
I mean, it could be anywhere at this point. Like, literally anywhere in the seed.
I'm doing Shadow.
We kept in Shadow, and that's about it.
Yep, that's true.
Vanilla would be funny.
We might actually be looking at a Baron Shadow Temple here, maybe.
It could have the hammer, but that's really it. Can't have Longshot, can't have magic, so the only thing it can have is the hammer.
I mean, it would still be hilarious if it was in the toilet.
Oh, it would. It absolutely would.
So, like, what is up for Cariosa next after he's done with Forest, though? I think I think you could go for a Spirit Temple play, right? Like, we can beat Spirit, right?
Cariosa's not been to GTG. I don't think he doesn't have lights, so he's going there next.
Yeah.
It's way the hero. He hasn't been there. He's got a hook shot to save a bit of time.
Yeah, like you do GTG and then like just progress to Spirit or something.
Yep.
That was Requiem again.
Composer Grave.
Yeah, you probably want to pick that up.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure Cariosa does not have that yet.
No, Cariosa doesn't have it. They've got the Prelude of Light because, of course, they went Ice Cavern.
Yep. Yeah, Spirit does wave the hero, but it had hover boots behind that ZL Bolero logic mess.
Yeah, but like Spirit could still be like the long like. Just because we already found an item in the way of the hero location doesn't mean that it can't have another.
Yeah, but
So,
it's also
like,
not guaranteed.
It's not. It's true.
It would make a lot of sense, actually, if a hammer is in Shadow Temple, which is locked behind everything else that isn't hammer, because fire is foolish, so the odds of hammer being stuck behind everything else in the seed makes it more likely that a hammer-locked fire is useless. So I would not be surprised if hammer somehow wound up in Shadow. It's not guaranteed by any means, but there's a non-zero chance of it being there.
It doesn't stop the boss key in fire from being in the highest check possible anyway.
Oh no, not at all.
Like, because that's magic and forward.
Hey,
Hey, something happened.
It's the basement chest.
It's always the basement.
There's a letter for
Kaiser picking up the letter without even getting the hint. Like, I think Kaiser was down to literal last location here. Well, at least like 99% out of checks.
Yeah, I mean, what else? Yeah, there's. Yeah, Ryu. That's pretty much last location in logic for Ryu, as well.
Ooh, nice jump, very nice jump.
Yeah.
The glitchless jumps in Ice look so fancy.
Yeah, the glitchless jumps are so pretty. In response to chat, yep. But at least now we know there is a vague reason why the basement chest has it sewed to have many times.
Because it is only an item or the boss key. That's just how this dungeon works in these settings. Yeah, AD was joking earlier about if we could do a prediction for whether or not Hammer or Longshot would be our go mode. Well, we're still missing magic at that point, so that could have theoretically been our go mode. But yeah, I guess we can do a prediction. What's our go mode? Hammer or Longshot? Might as well, I think.
Yeah, why not? Seems good to me.
Well, what will be our restream no mode? Because it might not necessarily be go mode for the runner who finds it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we know what's on men's game? No, we don't, do we?
Nope. It could still be there.
Phantom Ganon not really playing nice here.
Phantom Ganon ever nice?
Most of the time he does not.
There we go. Predictions open. What will be go mode? Hammer or the long shot?
I'm actually gonna wait for returns here. I mean, honestly, Hammer makes the most sense because Fire Temple is hammer locked and also foolish.
Yeah.
So like, there's a good chance that like there's nothing that like it's just like not because Fire Temple is foolish by chance, but rather because it's the last location that was filled logically.
Yep.
Someone is ruining the odds right there. I'm going to wait to put my prediction in. Like, what's the time on this?
Half an hour. I don't know why.
Half an hour is probably a lot.
Yeah, I was like, ADN, why half an hour? But we can close it early. It's fine.
I mean, I need to place my bet as before the item gets found. Like either of them.
Yeah. Ryu Kane is very confused. Yeah, Longshot's also needed for AD to increase the odds of it not being our go mode.
I mean, Hammer could very much end up in Shadow at this point.
It really could.
I don't want to bet too many points, but I'm going to bet some of them at least. I just want to go with the logic here.
Yeah, I'm going with the logic, and I've got a standard bet of putting 1,000 points in things because it's a big enough amount to get some good returns, or
Yeah, you can afford to lose them if like everything goes wrong.
I mean, all I care about is staying above 50,000, so I have the ability to summon Trez if I need to. Karios are getting strength 3.
Yeah, he's like, but what's way of the hero is his response to that.
Oh, that's strength 2, not strength 3.
Because he hasn't been
Yeah,
to
because he hasn't been to
remember-
GTG yet.
Yeah.
He could try to skip Gerudo Training Grounds entirely and just go straight to Spirit.
It's way of the
mean,
hero. You know.
He's picking up Requiem here, and
Yeah,
with the
he's just
toolkit he has, he
gonna-
can actually complete Spirit. So I would actually see a Spirit into GTG play, actually.
It would
yeah,
make sense.
that's what I'm expecting.
But he still needs to go, like, he will need to go back to Child Spirit to get the hover boots, right? Because those were on Child side exclusively.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which, like, if we find another item in Spirit, might actually be a little bit concerning. Like, when do you go back? Especially since he's full cleared. He's full cleared the Well and Jabu already. So, like, there's not
Yeah.
really a reason to go Child. Other than,
I mean-
like, you don't have any item in
He'll
Adult
go
Spirit.
back Child when he goes for Nocturne, and we know that
Yeah.
Longshot cannot be AD lock, so he should be. So he'll. So.
Yeah. But, like, what if there's actually an item in Spirit, in Adult Side Spirit, that leads away from Child Spirit? That's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah, I am, but I think he'll get it when he gets Nocturne, because he won't need hovers until he gets Nocturne.
This might
Hovers.
also lead him back Child for if he wants to clear out market with the treasure chest minigame.
There's that as well.
Like, he's not. There's still some very important things that are Child only, so it's quite likely he'll just do a clear up of Child entirely. If it
Yeah, I
comes.
think so. Also, nothing else in Forest besides that magic, I don't think.
No, don't think so. Apart from, a load of skulls, which makes getting 30 easier.
Yeah, because that strength in GTG could still be way of the hero. Doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Irons were there, but it could be.
Yeah, because we've got lights. I mean, Hammer could be in there.
It could.
As could Longshot, given we've actually got Strength 3 this comparatively early. It could be Longshot in there.
It could.
Yep.
And it wouldn't even be that deep in logic.
No.
Surprisingly
Well,
not. That's true.
Yeah, because Skullmask is very early in logic.
I mean, it's a Sphere Zero check, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would get you the hook shot, and the strengths just kind of happen, but again, they're not that deep in logic.
Not really, no.
That's the key. But we already knew that. So what does Spirit Temple have to offer?
Pain, suffering, confusion. Oh no, wait, that's Master Quest Spirit. Please ignore.
No, wait, wrong game. Kind of.
Wrong settings?
That too.
I mean, originally Master Quest was a completely different game. Like, it was released as a completely different game. Well, not
Yep.
completely different, but, like, you get the idea. Like,
Yep,
it was
I
different
still-
software release.
I still need to complete my Master Quest vanilla run. I'm like part way into Shadow.
Oh, did you never do it?
I
before?
got part through Shadow, and I spent so long trying to find the hidden chest in the Silver Rupee Spinning Blade room.
Ooh, yeah, that's mean.
Yeah. Yeah,
Master
there is
Quest
Master
is-
Quest Zooter. One of our developers, I don't remember who off the top of my head, actually specifically hacked the Master Quest dungeons into the randomizer, so you can in fact play Master Quest Rando.
And in fact,
Yep.
some of the Freaky Fridays were all Master Quest.
Serious shoutouts to the dev who did that, because it is not easy to get them in. I believe it was MZX Rules who got it in.
Yeah, and also serious props to people who play with that because the checks are so different. Learning Master Quest is very different to learning Vanilla Dungeons.
Yeah. Okay, there's a key on Adult Climb, so
Oh,
at least one key is fire locked in Spirit today. Likely, unless
please
it's
don't make
Child
season
Climb.
5 MQ. Please don't make season 5 MQ, please.
Also, happy 2 hours, everyone.
Happy 2 hours. Who is happy?
We hopefully won't be here for 2 more hours. Hopefully. No guarantees, as I see a bloopy on the ledge chest. So, shoutouts to our forerunners, Curiosa, Ryu, Goomba, and Keizo, to my co-commentators Devin and Estantia, if the bot would work, there goes, and to our 4 trackers, the Alan Heffley, Turska, McPala, and Melky.
That is actually a really good point that Pink Kitty Rose just made. Master Quest has a massive reliance on the Song of Time and Din's Fire.
Yeah, that's... yeah.
Kind of ridiculous, yeah.
Your entire seed is locked by 2 items. Have fun.
Pretty much. Oh yeah, okay, so, yeah. Rain. There was Furor's Wind, in the Spirit Map chest, boss key in the hand. So, either there's a key on Sunblock and or a key on Child Climb. There's at least one key here, there might be 2. Correction.
Okay, so really wanting to save that single stick here.
Oh, Veronade's gonna be fun!
I mean, you store the jump attack, then throw the range, and then just walk over and crouch stab. You have enough time. It's a little bit slower, but like you don't really want to lose the stick.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So Spirit Child Climb is had only one key, so Sunblock is the third, is the second, is another key because of logic.
Thank you for knowing Spirit Temple key logic so that I don't have to.
Adult Climb is 3 key locks, so that has to be the 4th key. So that's the 4th key, and then the 5th.
Okay,
key.
box skip incoming. Save. Just yes, Casebro got it.
Nice. That's
That's not a super easy trick to do. It's kind of
No.
precise.
And hey, I got Spirit Key logic correctly. I've memorized a decent chunk of it. I will never forget the time I had to explain in French why fire arrows were way up the hero to get a strength 2 from this map chest of Stone Spirit as child, to get Din's Fire from the Spirit boss key chest as adult.
Wow, that sounds rough.
I mean,
It was bad. I had to explain it in both English and French because neither runner had any idea what the hell was going on.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, I even like proofread the guide written for Spirit Temple key logic, and I still don't understand it. Like, as I've said before, one of my points in the grammar and spell check was just what the hell.
Yes.
Going for the pot out of pure anger. Nice, that was cool. That was really
Ryu,
cool.
by the way, not happy with that hookshot in Javu. It always feels bad when you don't sub to a hookshot.
Yep. It's not fun.
That pot strat was really cool. Super unnecessary, but really cool.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just have to express your dissatisfaction with the seed with swag.
Yep. Or just like throwing parts at things.
Yeah. This is definitely a seed to be annoyed about.
Yep.
I mean, it's really nice, it's just also really awful. Like, it's polite about it.
I like that way of thinking.
I don't know if I would call it the skull mask hint.
There we go, there's Kaizo.
His face!
Well, yeah, actually, like Kaiser seems to be like still amused, like with all the shit the seed gave him, he seems to be really amused about everything. Like he still has this smile on his face. So
It's
He's blaming
great.
Star. Does he know this is an ADN seed and not a star seed?
He should, yes.
it's just a way of perspective, right? Like you can like be mad about stuff, like mad about being like that specific thing being on Skull Mask. You can, but you can also laugh it off. Like you can just like see the irony, the like the comedic value of it, and just be happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in this, it's a case of either all dungeons necessary or all dungeons for Nocturne, but it does actually stand for angry demon noises, which is also appropriate for this seed.
Yes. Very appropriate with this, yeah.
Reference Keizo also just did a dab.
Yep.
Come on, Goomba, down into the basement you go after fighting the ghost.
And Kaiser's going immediately Spirit Temple here.
Yeah, okay.
Just finishing off that place, I guess.
I like that the way of the hero has been clarified for the ridiculousness of that Bolero hint.
Yeah. Also, Otherworld and Adult Spirit Kick W. Which exact chest was that? Because I was not looking in that direction.
Looks
Mirshal
like
chest?
maintenance.
Sorry, I was just catching up on Discord a bit. But alright.
Oh, apparently it was on the stairs right before the
Oh,
island.
invisible chests, gotcha. I also missed where the last spirit key was, not that it matters. Was either
So we have
Mirshal
two people in Spirit actually now.
Yeah. Hey, diggers. Yeah, well, Angry Demon Noises is the person who rolled the seed, but also, it's in all dungeons for Nocturne Seed. The way of the hero logic is a convoluted mess, and yeah, it's a fun time.
I'm having fun.
Someone is just laughing in the corner doing jazz hands, and I don't know whether it's a runner that's lost their mind or someone watching.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Way of the Hero Bolero, everyone. As per the usual for Way of the Hero Bolero, it's a confusing mess. Way of the Hero is almost never not confusing.
Oh, I am happy to skip this one too, Pavo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, ADN, we're supposed to sub for this. Cariosa definitely will. I think the other three should still manage it, hopefully. We'll see by how much.
Yeah, there's still a lot. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, it seems like it's being fairly linear at this point. Like, it had the cat. Once you've got that, it's being fairly straightforward.
Yeah, it's just slow. Like, poor Ryu didn't even get a hookshot to 2 hours and 4 minutes. Not having a hookshot sub hour really starts to feel bad. Not having a hookshot sub 2 hours just as you know that's bad. Ryu was not happy to finally find it in Jabu at 2 hours and 4 minutes.
And that's a bomb bag that Keizo just got in Child Climb. It's not their first one, but we haven't actually seen the other one, have we?
No, we have not seen our third bomb bag.
Nope.
There's the boss key.
Yep.
And Goomba getting the firecrackers here. This is what happened. This is a special attack that Phantom Ganon uses once he's down to one master sword crouch step from dying. Like if you don't get the 2 cycle, if he's like literally like 2 HP, he's like also like he prefers playing tennis all of a sudden.
Yeah, like Phantom Ganon is being mean to Goomba.
Oh man, yeah, he is. And hola, Nectar Brazil. Okay, forearm, which was the last key. I was just curious more than anything else because logic really doesn't add that much. Now, Forest for Ryu, Goomba's done, and Tornova's being Tornova for curious.
Yeah, so I would see GTG play following up on the Spirit play from Cariosa here.
I agree
Yeah,
with
there's
you.
no way Cariosa doesn't just reverse to Gerudo Training Grounds here, I think.
It's the most checked on location he has, I think, at the moment, in his Wave of Heroes, so it's a good idea.
Yeah, it's still hinted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And we can full clear too, right?
He can, yeah.
Well, not logically, because that one hammerlock check, but...
So the separate chest is only a bottle, and hinted, so it's fine.
No, one pair of boots is in Child Spirit, which might actually be a problem for Cariosa, because Cariosa won't have a reason necessarily to come back to Child Spirit, and that's where his hovers are.
No, he knows Spirit's Wave the Hero. There was nothing in Adult Spirit unless it's on Twinrova.
In which case, yeah, he'll go back at some point. I didn't think...
Oh no, Cariosa missing the 1 cycle into Rover.
Oh, that feels bad.
Oh no, it's a game of guessing.
Time for fun!
Yeah, with Master Sword it can be sometimes a little bit tricky to pull that off. Like if you just miss 1 crouch stab. Also, you don't want to, like, you don't want the, like, if you store ice in this case and fire hits your shield, like, it just gets, like, the stored energy just gets released. But also, like, if Twinrova hits the ground with another spell and you walk into it, it also deletes the stored spell. So, like, you have to be really careful while dodging.
Mm-hmm.
And since, like, yeah, the first phase, like, the first 3 shots are guaranteed. Like, before she gets hit, the first, like, it's always 3 fire, 3 ice, or the other way around. But, like, if you hit her even once, I think, that's when it actually turns into a 50-50 chance every time.
Yeah, it's once she takes damage from your sword that you start getting into shenanigans.
So, like, basically, if you miss it, you lose a lot of time.
Hard to say, Cariosa's settings must be a bit weird, because that fire attack really looked like ice.
Irons are in GTG left side maze, the 3rd chest.
Oh! We found it! We found the long shot!
A long shot on Twinrova. That actually might be annoying because, as mentioned, Cariosa wanted nothing to be there for hovers, but that is, well...
We can clear water now.
Yeah.
Like, Cariosa just needs to go, like, and pick up the iron boots, and then he can clear water.
Yeah. But that means
Right.
if he's going to come back to Child Spirit anytime soon.
I mean, he'll go.
Oh yeah,
back
he still
Child
needs
for
the hovers though. That's true.
He still needs hovers, but he will go Child for Nocturne, and hopefully he'll get Child Spirit when he's there.
Like,
It's hard AD.
oh
'cause
yeah,
it's
no.
Requiem.
The long shot, that was what I was talking about earlier, is that, like, now that we have the long shot that's required to beat the seed, maybe Cariosa is satisfied with Spirit Temple being Wave the Hero for long shot, and he's not going to go back for hover boots. That's
That
rough.
would be bad, because Cariosa's been ahead for most of the seed, but that might turn it around. Yep, Lilac, very simple answer, Nocturne's on AD. So, hey ADN, we might want to hammer that. Well, we need to first clear the hookshot bet, since we finally found the thing on,
And we've got the
Jabu.
prediction.
Yeah, but, like, we don't, like, it could just, like, the prediction is a weird one, right? Because is Hammer actually a Goma now?
It
Yeah,
is,
do we
and
have-
not everything else.
We have everything else, right? Okay. So like it has to be hammer at this point.
It has. We've gotten everything else. Also, nobody bet Jabu for the hookshot, so that's just a cleared bet. Sadly.
Hum.
Alright, where's the hammer? I'm gonna bet with a shadow before boat. Yep, hammer wins the bet. Correct. Correction, yes, ADN. Because we have everything else we need.
I mean, from a logical standpoint, it was pretty likely that it's hammer rather than long shot, because we need long shot much earlier.
Mm-hmm. And fire is way of the heroes. The odds are good that hammer is locked behind just about everything else in the scene.
Foolish, you mean? Fire is Baron. I think you wanted to say something else, but you mixed it up.
Probably, yes. But yeah, hammer was likely late because fire is foolish, so and hard hammer locked, so the odds of hammer being stuck behind everything else makes it that much more likely that fire is Baron. Yep. Also a wasted foolish hit, since he hammers your go mode items.
Since it's the last location in the game anyway, and hammer is going to be your go mode.
Yep, very
Gotta
helpful
love the
game.
hints, huh?
Right? Gotta love the hints.
Okay, someone bet Morpher.
It's possible.
Yeah, but the issue with that hammer is like it can be anywhere except for fire tempo. Like anywhere, literally. And except like hammerlock checks.
Which is fire and like hammer rocks.
GTG, hammer rocks, crater fairy.
Yeah, we saw GTG, the chest, it was a key, and center chest was a bottle that actually got
the bottle doesn't matter.
Nope.
I wanted to say chess minigame for my bet for the hammer, but someone already took that, so it's like, okay, where else can be awful? I know, lab dive.
That would be good, yes. We do not have those commands here, Eileen.
Light trial would be fun for needing that strength 3.
It would.
And that was a clean one cycle Twin Rover from Keizo.
Nice.
Very well executed.
So yeah, we're just in clear dungeons, and because we've still got a ways to go. Curious, it has to do GTG, then do water, then do spirit, then do a shadow. It's not exactly and fire, which could be who knows how long. We could be here for a bit. And that's assuming Cariosa does get his hover boots quickly, which is not guaranteed.
Not guaranteed at all, but we could see a Ganon's Castle dip here.
We could. There's 14 items in Ganon's Castle. There's a good chance. None of them are hammerlocks, so there's a good chance hammer could be there.
Yeah, Ganon's Castle is just a really powerful location in general, but GTG is a little bit closer right now.
And
so like you do GTG, and like if GTG doesn't lead to anything, you want to do Ganon's probably. Also, Cariosa has Prelude, so he can return there quickly.
Mm-hmm. There are save warps. There are also markets, so that doesn't seem it.
Yeah, you're right.
And GTG is Way of the Heroes, so Kyrios is definitely checking it out.
Could we actually determine if toilet was a key or not?
I believe someone in chat said it was not an item.
Okay.
I wasn't quite counting keys that closely, so I cannot be sure myself.
We're trying to work out finishing times, so like, if they manage to find the hammer fairly quickly, how long would it then take them to do the rest of the seed?
I think a lot comes down to where the boss key, water and fire respectively are. Like,
oh yeah. There could be like 3 minutes. That could still
yeah.
Like they could be 3 minutes, they could be 10 minutes. Who knows?
Also, like this is now basically the casino. You finish up your progression first and foremost, but if your hammer doesn't show up, then you have like a couple options. but none of them are great.
Nope.
Well,
But like you've
we're
done all
actually-
the progression dungeons except for fire at that point, so
Oh, in which case, Cariosa actually doesn't want the hammer to be in Gerudo Training Grounds. They want to be forced to go back to Child Spirit earlier, and Spirit is still
very true.
the hero, right?
But like there's still Child Goron City Cleaner. There's still like a couple of things that you don't really want to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a case of, do you do the fairly low number of checks, but it's way of the hero, or do you try and clear out somewhere with more checks you haven't been to yet?
I mean, let's just play this through in our heads, right? So you finish at GTG, then you have everything to beat water. And from Cariosa's perspective, right there, what available locations do you have? Like Adult Lake, Child Goron City,
Castle.
Ganon's Castle. Yeah, you do Ganon's Castle right after this, before you go Child. But then after that, you're pretty much out of options. So it might actually not be too long until he goes back.
I'd be tempted to go Water Temple, actually. Because Water Temple also...
You clear water. But like you could still if you get an early boss, you could just bail and like go for other check dance locations. But given that we have not seen Serenade, like you probably want to finish up water on your first trip because you don't want to ever come back. And you do lake when you're there already, too.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
When you go there, you're committed to full clearing the area.
Yeah. Cariosa has 30 skulls. That is actually the strength 2 he has. He hasn't gotten the GTG strength yet.
Yep. He's about to get it.
Yep, in a few minutes. We are missing Menu and Serenade, which is part of why we were so confused about the cack wave here, as we knew it couldn't be for the Burning Cack song. It's why we were so thoroughly bamboozled by that. Because what the hell's laid here with her? It's not the song. Requiem was in Composer Grave confirming it, so it's like, Huh. It's basically our collective opinion on that.
So we reckon that Goomba's probably going to head straight to water then?
Yeah. I feel like that's the best play he has. But like, you probably still want to do Ganon's Castle beforehand. Because like crossing doesn't really do the reverse wasteland doesn't really do much for Goomba because he can't do anything on the way because he already did Fortress and GTG, right? So like you could argue that like going through Hyrule Field and like did they do the checks on Hyrule Field? They probably did.
They did, yes.
They did. So like either way, it's like you have to walk without doing anything on the way.
So actually, is it fairly close between Cariosa, Goomba, and Keizo? I think Keizo's slightly behind the other two, but Goomba and Cariosa are fairly close. I'm not sure how many skulls Goomba has.
Rio's not in a terrible location, not in a terrible spot either. Has done Ice Cow, just putting him a little behind the others at the moment.
And also, he's got all of Spirit to do so, and Spirit's quite long.
Yeah.
Yeah, Forest is even longer though.
Yeah.
And Kay's already got Spirit done.
And Cariosa still others to find.
Yeah, that's the issue that Cariosa has here is like mainly missing hover boots.
I'm just going to step away for a moment. It doesn't seem like there's going to be much happening in the next few minutes.
Not really, no. Like, there's this rule that states always full clear your way of the hero, right? But, like, it's pretty much up to the runner to decide, like, how strongly they do that. Strongly they adhere to that.
Yeah.
And, like, for a lot of people, like, getting one item out of a way of the hero location is enough to satisfy them. And if Curious is one of these, he's going to have a bit of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, he might do just so he doesn't have to come back, because Hammer is God knows where.
Yeah, you just I kind of see like you want your child, right? And you pick up Nocturne, your child anyway. Just clear the child checks so that you never need to go back child again. That would probably be the like optimal way to play this for Cariosa. That's the strength 3. That's a nice pink strength, or like magenta. Complements the rest of his cosmetics very well.
Yeah, I mean, this hammer's concerning also in that we do have a tight CSR schedule. We would
That's
like
science.
to sub 4 this whole mess on Restream.
Yep. I mean, if we can't, there's nothing we can do about it, right?
No, but we might end up having to make some hard calls. I think even with the hammer being in a terrible spot, these 4 should all sub 4 still, but it's a matter of how much they'll sub 4 it by. Interviews might be a little not as much. I would.
Yeah, like you want to have like a buffer before the next event, right?
Especially because it's grand finals. So yeah, we would preferably like for them to sub probably 345. We'll see by how much it ends up being, because right now we're still looking for that hammer, and we won't know. We don't have a good estimate on finish time until we see that hammer.
Yep. And then it could still range from anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes.
Yeah. So we might be here for a hot minute still.
Yep.
I have these runners. The seed's lousy, but it's not that ridiculously bad. I think most of we should be able to see a sub 4 on Restream. It's more of a matter of how much they'll sub 4 it by. Like if 3 runners finish it fairly easily within the time limit, and the 4th takes a bit longer, we might just raid the 4th runner because of time constraints.
That's fair.
It's like we were seriously a little struggling when selecting runners in the race room earlier, because we were trying to find runners of a really high skill level who could sub 4 even a really lousy seed. And these guys are of that skill level. It's just ack. Yep, the OCS final is happening here. It
will definitely happen.
Yeah, right after this, we will make it happen. Us discussing the time limitation is because of OCS being right after this, so yep. Yeah, and because it is yeah, also yes, Siberian trying to get off a channel sub 3.5 hours for OCS. Not like that's ever happened before. Never.
Mm-hmm.
No, seriously, I've had to do that a couple of times, and I've done so 3 times, I think, during this OCS season, and 2 of those 3 times I barely sub-4'd it on Restream.
Damn.
Cariosa was on both of the previous 2 times as well, actually, lol. I keep putting Cariosa on, we need to sub 4.
What a graceful dive. Yeah, this is the water temple play from Cariosa.
Makes sense.
But I think he's prepared to just full clear the area.
I think so.
Also,
OCS
not having
is
hovers in water.
Oh yeah, that feels bad. OCS is the Ocarina of Time Championship Series, a series of challenges of the vanilla game that ask you to do various quirky things, such as open X number of chests, or get skulls as fast as possible, various other things. Pretty neat. And the finals are today, between Juke and Exodus. Here on this channel, as soon as this is done.
It actually sounds like a lot of fun. That's true.
It's really cool, yeah. It took a pretty long... I'm not sure when Season 2 was, but I think it was a couple of years ago, so it's been a bit. So it's very neat that it's back.
Yeah, definitely going to check it out for the next time. Maybe that helps with my execution issues.
It's really neat, yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Did anything interesting happen?
No,
Not
we're seeing the
really.
Water Temple and Lab Dive, and yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm back in time for my bet, which someone else bet first, so I can't win anyway.
Uh,
Alright, there.
That's a small key. Pretty much standard. Like
Loopy
there's a
and
small
lap
key in this
dive.
chest. It's pretty common.
Yeah, it is. We were discussing a bit about OCS, Distantia, since that's coming up, and we're not seeing too much new with.
Have we seen Lens?
Nope, not to the best of my knowledge, we haven't.
Yep, we haven't had. We've still got 40 plus runners doing the weekly. How many forfeits have we had?
Let me look. Tab over ES 5. The most recent was
That's-
just a minute ago.
That's not too bad, actually.
Well, how many people are running this?
It's 46.
Yeah,
That's
5 is not
actually-
too bad. I actually expected more.
Same, honestly.
I think people are just going on the assumption that the song Way of the Hero in Kakariko is something. Which technically is true, but
Well, I'm not sure if I could have pieced all of this together during running it myself. I'm pretty certain
hell.
I'm not.
Oh
I
god,
don't
no.
know.
Bolero Way of the Hero is one of those things you don't figure out mid-run, because Bolero Way of the Hero is the most confusing way of the hero. Consistently most confusing.
I mean,
way
it
of the
can
hero.
only be for two things. Like if fire is foolish, it's only for either the song or the skull, right? So it's like, is it
Okay,
really
then.
that hard to figure out?
3 things. It can be for the volcano part piece.
It could be.
Volcano access, yeah, but like since we had bombs already, and the bow,
Yeah,
like
I
that
mean
kinda-
it's usually well. It's not the most common, but it's trying to figure out what logic chain forces it to be Way of the Hero, like that seed I rolled where hovers were in Mido's house, but Bolero locked every single
Yeah.
method of getting into the crater, for instance.
Actually, the boss key in Water Temple is quite nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as I said, like within all dungeons and water, it actually seemed fairly likely it would be quite a nice
Yeah.
boss key.
I actually want to argue that you don't want to go back into water here to clear it, and you just you skip it for now, because like you have so much more progression to do and so many. Yeah, leaving Furores in water is 100% the play here. Like if you didn't have Furores in the situation, you would have probably wanted to clear the area out. But since we have Furores, do your progression first and like do Ganon's Castle first, maybe.
Yeah, because Ganon's Castle is a
Just-
lot more checks than this place.
That just means Hammer's going to be in Central Pillar, right?
Could be.
Even worse, Lens.
Yeah. And it's a key on Morpha. Might as well pick it up since you're here, though. It does make me wonder.
Morpho's hitbox is just so dumb sometimes. Come on, you can
Yeah,
do
it
it.
is.
Okay, got him.
I'm wondering if we might be able to see a sub 3 in this race. It's not impossible with this seed. Depends where the fire boss key and the hammer are.
But like you
it's not-
basically have to rush Skull Mask right from the beginning.
Jabu has the hookshot. Rudo's letter is on Skullmask, Bill Knocked. Hi. Have we seen the actual lens? Because I sure don't remember it.
Vucane apparently has it.
Where was that, actually? Because I have no recollection of it at all.
Oh, the lens.
Yeah.
Kaiser has
There's
it too.
magic. Oh, Rudo's letter spot Keck W.
Oh wow, that would be amazing given the lens. Okay, so if it is chess minigame, that's amazing.
Yeah, that would be truly amazing. Since like the scale was still locked by all of that stuff.
Wait, you saw the hint and misread it? Oh no, Bailnug. Did you see the? Did you King Zora skip for the hint? Because we haven't seen the other copy, but we're reasonably certain it's back lake. Ah, yeah. Yeah, Bailnug, we're in a where's Hammer mood on Restream, so.
The Hamazan child side spirit, which is really concerning for Cariosa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not great. Also,
This looks like a
shout out-
Ganon's Castle play though.
Oh, ow, Bailnug. Yeah, that was Frogs 2 that had the wallet, not Skull Mask. Rip.
Also, shout outs to lovely boyfriends who bring you lunch while you're commentating.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
Also, shout out to all the single people who have to make their food themselves. Or just order it.
Yeah, I'm getting my lunch after this.
Oh, I hope I have enough time, because right after this, I have some multi-word practice going on.
In all
Nice.
fairness, I would have made my lunch myself before comms started, but we hadn't done the shop, so we didn't actually have any bread.
Oh, yeah. That seems to be an issue.
That would be an issue, yes.
Shoutouts to food. Yes, bad habit. Shoutouts to food. Bam.
Yeah, speaking of the multi-world tourney, that's starting up soon. Who's your
Yep.
team actually, Devin?
Oh, I'm teaming up with Sea Falcon, aka Barbie, and Jbone25.
Oh yeah, right. I know of a couple teams, but I can't keep it all straight. Yeah, the multi-world tourney is starting up soon, open to all players of any skill level. Find 2 friends or go poke around in their Discord to find a couple friends and join up. There will be some Swiss rounds and then some brackets. That should be starting soon, TM.
I'm actually pretty excited about the multi-world stuff coming up, except for one fact. I hate Bisshog. Bisshog is terrible.
Yeah, it's kind of lousy.
But don't tell anyone. But it's I think it's manageable.
Yeah. So anyways, Spirit Trial for Cariosa, nothing new from the other 3.
Yeah, let's just hope Multi-World 2.0 comes out sooner.
Yeah, there's 292 people watching this. Yeah, 292 people watching this. There's Double Magic and Spirit Trial. That's logically logically.
Ooh, shiny double magic.
Speaking of the multi-world tourney, actually, as Goomba I realize is heading into Shadow Temple, we'll see if the hammer's here. Hamza here in chat is one of the multi-world tournament organizers, so if you have questions, feel free to ask Ham. Okay,
Right,
that's
okay, that's their team name. Okay.
also
yeah,
Lulu. What is
I
Goomba's
see the
team,
reference
actually?
that you are making.
Who's Goomba on a team with, actually, because I'm having a bit of a brain fart at the moment.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of powerful teams in this tournament, so this is going to be exciting.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and some people are shuffling around who their teammates with, so you can compare to the previous multi-world tournament.
Oh, the one tournament that went on for like a year.
Yeah, over.
More than a year, yeah. Hamza, yeah, please provide the schedule and the like. And Light Trial was junk. I don't remember if you've seen OGC yet.
Yes, we did see OGC. I can't remember what was in it, but Cariosa did that before going into Ganon's castle.
Alright, so not a hammer, basically.
And Goomba going for the Shadow Temple play here, which makes sense. He has everything to beat it.
It's
was a
progression,
stick.
after all. Speaking
Also,
of the
Ryu Kane
OTR
done with-
Discord. And nice bomb back. Thanks, game. We've seen almost every single major item in the game, barring the hammer, the last second skill, and the last bottle, and the Zora tunic, and the BGS, I think.
Pretty much.
Long shot for Ryu.
So Ryu actually has the ability to do water right away too, and then shadow right after. Cariosa really needs to find, like, he really needs to go back and get the hover boots. Like, the hammer doesn't really do that much.
No,
Well, the
because
hammer
it's
gives
full
more
of sugar.
fire, but it means that, well, no, they won't be looking in fire for the hover boots because it's barren.
Very true.
Yep.
Like, it just gives you the tool to beat the game, but it doesn't help you finding other stuff. Well, hover boots technically don't either. But
Hey, there it
oh,
is.
that's the
Oh,
hammer. Okay, we found it. Hammer time.
Yep. Alright, let me look at that
Okay.
list.
So,
Premium bets, no winners. There's only one winner out of these bets, and that's the person who bet Water Trial, Light Trial, it looks like, because they're the only person who bet Ganon's Castle at all.
actually,
Honestly, we were
like,
joking.
sorry.
No, you go. That was all I was saying.
We were talking about how useless Fire Temple Foolish is. Well, for Cariosa, it's really good because he can't get baited into checking Fire Temple with that hammer because he got it before he got hover boots, right?
Yeah.
Though that means that we've had a load of hints that usually aren't useful whatsoever actually being really important.
Yeah.
The
Like,
reasons
on the surface, they actually didn't seem that useful, but if you think about it close enough, they are actually really good.
Yeah.
Weird.
Race moderation is you want to see it, make sure that if there's any FP that you handle that, and make sure that you know there's no accidental rule breaking or anything of that sort. Usually fairly simple. Also, actually, Light Trial and I misread that list. Light Trial and Shadow Trial are both bet, and I can't remember which one of those two is closer to Shadow Trial off the top of my head.
Which one was it again? Light Trial and?
Shadow.
Closer to?
Water Trial.
I think. Well, if you come from outside Ganon's castle, it's to the left is Spirit and then Light. So Light is basically on 9 o'clock, and Water Trial is on 3 o'clock, and Shadow Trial is on like 1.5 o'clock. So by I would actually say that Shadow Trial is closer then.
Okay,
Because
so
like Water Trial from Light Trial is like complete opposite of the room. So just in terms of distance.
Yeah. Alright, so that's the bet winner then. There we go.
1.5 o'clock. That was the best how I could describe it.
Hey, Cardsman, here's the funniest thing. It was not a 30 skull seed. It was not a skull seed at all. You just never did it.
Yeah, that's true. Like the strength 3 wasn't required at all.
Nope.
That's nice. That's like the cherry on top.
Oh yeah, it is. Also, the Zora tunic was in Shadow Vault.
Yeah, we got really confused when it was Kakariko Way of the Hero and 20 Skulls was the last one that we hadn't seen, knowing that 30 Skulls was strength. We just went, wait.
That's the gold
why
scale.
so many arrows?
Gold scale locked behind Water Temple, of course. Thanks, game.
Yep.
Yep, way to hero Bolero cards, fan. To get Saria song from the creator, to get CL
Is Kaiser
from
going for the
Minuet.
memes here? Kaiser just
Yes.
got the mask.
Yep.
Just for fun.
Yeah,
Well-
ZL was Vanilla Minuet, and left behind Saria song in the creator behind Bolero, because Hover Boots were in Child Spirit with Raccoon and the Composer Grave, and the first scale was in your first scale was on the Well Dead Hand, also ZL locked, and your first hook shot was in Jabu with ZL locked. So
Yep.
everything's ZL locked.
That's logical chain. That's like, it's. Oh, that's the second 30 scars and
Yeah, gee, thanks.
locked behind knockdown. Very nice.
Yep. I would be up for rolling a seed if anyone wants to do turn in where is the thing? 10,000 points for me to roll you a seed, have at it. Goomba's in a good spot, yeah, since that hammer's not missable.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
pretty much in like once you're done with all the progression, Ganon's Castle is the most check dense location that you can do, and it's pretty quick to reach too. So like, there's no way you're going to miss that hammer. Like Ganon's Castle is your first location you check after you're done with progression, like 100%.
Yeah. Alright, so Pure Owner, what settings would you like me to roll you? I can roll you just about anything, from random settings to the regular. OTS4, certainly. I will send you to it via a whisper, I believe. Give me a moment to go scroll through things.
Oh, is it an S4 tournament seed or is it weekly seed? A weekly seed
S4 settings, so...
means tournament, right?
Yep.
Just making sure that you get what you ordered.
Yep.
I mean, I'm just pointing out that someone is deliberately ordering a Star Special.
Yes, and it has been sent via whisper. You have at it.
Well, I could with my channel points, I could actually have you roll 7 seeds for me, but I can roll, like, if I want to play a bullshit seed, I can just roll it myself. Thanks.
Hey. Bad seeds. There is a never-ending supply of bad seeds.
Yep.
Yes. Yep, you can also save up 250,000 points and get Trez!
Yeah,
to
a
roll
Tress
your
seed, on the other hand, I might be tempted. Because that final seed was brilliant. I'm not going to say
Oh
more
my
than
god,
that.
that was
but,
amazing.
that was so good. So delicious.
Oh, there's plenty. If you want me to roll... In fact, if you want me to give you one of my lousiest seeds, I have a load of really lousy seeds saved on my computer.
I wonder if your hard drive is going to fill up eventually because of all the bad seeds you just store in there.
They don't take up that much room.
Yeah, but the sheer amount of them. Because, like,
I mean,
literally
I'm
every
very-
seed you roll is like that.
I'm very, very selective as to what actually goes into my folder
Okay.
of terrible seeds.
We only have prized, polished turds in this collection.
Well, okay, I've saved all of my Freaky Friday seeds that I rolled offline and all of the co-op tourney seeds that I rolled because those were generated offline anyway, but all the additional seeds were specially safe because they really sucked. And yeah, no, even there's a patch file and spoiler log combined are less than like half a megabyte. It's really not much. Like, I have tons of room on my hard drive. 100 skull seeds I do not roll normally, so nope. We also have 10 minutes left for somebody to sub 3, sorry, which is still possible, I think, with this seed, though it's getting less likely, especially because these 4 are some of the best runners in the race.
Something I would note, that actually Plandos aren't that bad. Because when you roll a Plando, you can at least kind of predict that it's going to be awful, and it just ends up being long. If you have the thing roll it for you, then you have no idea. It could be nice, it could be awful, and that just makes it so much worse when it's bad.
Well, let's
Yeah.
take a look at the Freaky
So
Friday
much
seeds.
more
I plan.
chaos.
Yeah. I'm just taking a look at the Freaky Friday seeds. I roll a lot of the Freaky Friday seeds since I'm an organizer, and I'm there mostly to provide ideas.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I tend to take a lot of those. I tend to roll a lot of those seeds, and they tend to. Quite a few of them involve various degrees of plando, usually making sure of certain settings. Sometimes doing a little bit of hint plando. Maybe we'll do 1 or 2 locations, but much of it is usually still left up to the randomizer. And the randomizer turns up far worse things than anything we plan to. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's legit. Like,
Yeah.
Yep,
I was trying to find out how you could like roll a seed and then just swap a few item locations around. I'm not sure how you do that.
I mean, you could roll a seed, then export the spoiler log and just put it as the plant or something, and then just change a bunch of stuff around. I think that could work.
it could, yeah. There's Nocturne for Ryu. But yeah, so the Freaky Friday, not 2 days ago, but the week before that, was deliberately planned out 50 Skulls hookshot, but it was full hook insanity, so you wouldn't think it would be that bad, right? With full token insanity, usually 50 Skulls isn't as bad because you have more places for tokens to end up. And for that matter, there's, a second hookshot available most of the time. Nope. Hard 50 out of 50. 50 Skulls first hookshot in full token sanity.
Oof. Like, it's so bad it turned into an egg.
Yeah, it was an April Fool's seed, so we told learners there would be certain settings, and then we took them up a notch. So instead of simple indoors and dungeons separately, we had mixed pools. It was double damage instead of half. Couple of things. There's a fire boss key. Not the worst. Oh, that's bad. James Hart. Yikes. First, when you did skill sanity, first model was 50 out of 50 for Rudo's letter. Ew. But yeah, 50 out of 50 first hookshot, and there were a couple of hints that, like, half our way of the heroes in that Freaky Friday was the only, half the way of the heroes in that Freaky Friday were for just tokens because it was an exact 50 out of 50 seed. And quite a few runners were like, why is that way of the hero? Because we did actually give them an April Fool's hint, so one of our runners thought the hints were lying because of that. Nope! I only planned one hint to be April Fool's. The rest of it was left to the randomizer. As it turns out, it's an exact 50 out of 50, and half your way of the heroes are forced tokens. Yeah.
Oh,
You can wave the hero for like 4 tokens because it wasn't ice arrows.
Ah. The issue with Plando is the only difference between Plandos and rolled seeds is in my opinion the mindset. Like, you just, if you know someone created it, you just play differently. But like, actually, the RNG is much more capable of rolling Plandos that humans could ever think of.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's basically what I said at the start. Like, humans.
Yeah, I was AFK for a hot minute, so sorry if I just.
Yeah, no,
It's
no worries. Humans are in fact predictable, but I like some of the ideas that Aid added on chat. Like, they did a multi-world plando where the only plando element they did was swapping the hint stones between the players, so it made people.
It's really cool. Like, I would get your hints. That would be really cool. Doesn't really change all that much, but it's I think that's pretty neat.
Work.
Yeah. Yeah, so like that plando, so like the randomizer took my plando hookshot and made it horrendous. It was effectively the only thing I actually plandoed besides the funny hint and a couple of funny spawns. The rest of it was left to the randomizer. It just decided to make it 50 out of 50. Most recent Freaky Friday was also entrance rando. It was dungeon entrance rando among other things, and the first hookshot was on the Forest Island chest. You had to go all the way through Forest without a hookshot to the falling ceiling room to get that
hookshot. The only thing you really need a hookshot for in Forest besides entering is the check on the island, right? The rest of the temple doesn't even require a hookshot.
And that island chest was the first hookshot, Devin.
Oh, Karios was
that's mean. That's fucking mean.
Yep.
Wow.
Hang on. Karios has gone back child.
Ooh, okay.
He's getting Nocturne. Please get child.
He does not have the lens. Like, I feel like this is Hyrule Castle Fairy fountain into something.
I hope so.
Where was the lens again?
Letter spot.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Going over to that, maybe, but that's a long walk.
Like, not having Minuet or a good safe warp or Serenade makes like Lake Hylia so hard to access right now.
Yeah.
As a child, especially getting the song here. So please play Requiem right now. If you play Requiem right now, you're bailed. Like, okay, not right now. Maybe pick up the song first, but then play Requiem.
Yeah. Okay, Goomba's on a hammer hunt. Keizo's in shadow. Ryu's in shadow. We should actually commentate on this race a bit instead of going off an assortment of tangents.
I mean, to be fair, there hasn't been anything new happening. We know where everything is.
Yeah.
Requiem.
That's the Requiem play, let's go! He's getting them! He's getting them! He's getting them!
I mean, unless he's just dipping Colossus Fairy, but why would you just dip Colossus Fairy?
Yeah. Didn't he do Colossus Fairy on his way to GTG already?
That's a fair point. He probably did that already.
Yeah.
That's usually when you do it.
Yeah.
Goomba setting Ferocity and Ganons. What is Goomba's looking for Hammer? So he went up first to set Feroz, and then he's going down looking for Hammer, probably.
Yep.
Yeah, safe warping down.
Yep, that makes sense.
He'll be in Go mode soon, and Goomba might be first on Restream, I think.
Yeah.
Is this a fairly short fire while Ryu and Keizo are currently still in shadow? As Rip Karios' shield. Yeah, Keizo and Ryu are in shadow and they still need to find their hammer, so they might be a bit. So I think Karios and Karios has to do all of shadow, which takes a while. So
yeah.
Keizo's Goomba's solid first on Restream. The other three are close.
Oh yeah, this is definitely close.
And hey, we will not be too worried about that time limit. Phew.
Well, wait. Does this look like Karios is going to finish last on Restream? Because he still has the most amount of stuff in Shadow to do. Although he went out of logic to pick up that hint. I guess forgetting those hover boots for the longest time was an issue.
It wasn't even forgetting, it was just a choice in routing, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
And I don't know, because
ahead of you, Kane?
I think Karios might still be ahead of Ryu. It's close.
Yeah, but like the hammer is so hard to miss because it's just in Ganon's castle.
Yeah.
It's
so hard to miss.
I missed where the boss key was in fire, though. I'm guessing
shortcut.
Yeah, shortcut is funnily enough, shortcut is where it usually ends up. I don't know why, but like at least for me, it seems that.
Yeah.
Why?
Your fire temples have been nice.
I think all of them are 30 skulls at this point.
Yeah, they've all been picking up a lot of skulls between the CAC wave here and the 30 skull strength. There's no way you don't do skulls this seed.
Yeah, between that Kakariko way of the hero and the 30 skulls, you pick it up even though technically you don't need either of them.
Yep.
Oh hey, there's the last bomb bag.
Yep.
Yeah, alright, Ryu's about halfway through Shadow or close to it as Karios gets in the door. Karios will be ahead of Ryu. Happy 3 hours! We did not see a sub 3, I am not surprised.
Yep. This seed was really, like...
This is a
The
long
Router's
seed.
Letter bottlenecked the seed so hard.
Oh my god, the ZL locked the seed so hard logically, it's kind of nuts.
Like, I wonder, like, if you do a, like, trip to, like, Hylia super early and, like, get the hint from what we think the Skullmask hint is there, right?
Mhm.
Then I think you're in a really good spot. But maybe no one did that.
Mhm.
So that is a question. I wonder, did we have anyone in the chat who actually bailed? We can go and look up the hints at the back of Lake for us.
And
That's
that's
a good
Goomba picking up the
question.
hammer. No surprises here. He's
Nope.
going to seal the deal pretty quickly.
Yeah. No, Goomba will easily sub 330 this. Fire's not that long, and he's got a good chunk of the tower climb done. 315, 320, I think, tops.
Also, I think he already said Furores in
That too. Goomba's
in Ganon.
fine.
So like we're looking at like a finish in like 15, maybe 20 minutes at
That's
max.
what I was saying, yeah. All four should be sub 330. They're not that far off.
Yeah.
And they're all likely to get pretty good spots on this race.
Well, it depends on if everyone is kind of clustered around the same thing, because we have had instances where someone made like a very small mistake, like missing the Ganon's Castle boss key, and like 4 people finished.
Yeah. We'll see, but these are some of the best runners in the race. Kind of why we picked them, since we needed to sub 4 for the OCS. Actually, I think we'll chain perfectly into OCS, because with the finish times that these guys will get, we should interview and then go straight to OCS countdown, which will be perfect.
Yep.
Yep, that would be perfect. That sounds a little too neat. It can't surely be that perfect.
It's gonna be pretty neat though. These guys, because it's OCS is coming up right after this, and we can interview and have them complain about this seed for a while. I think we'll be fine on scheduling.
Yeah, especially if they all finish close to each other, because then they can talk to each other about their routes and the reasons they made, which, as we said earlier, makes for a really good interview. Just having all these runners bouncing off each other, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah, but I think it might be a bit more than a 310 for Goomba. Currently
Oh,
doing
carriers are getting a free hug. Nah.
I
think it's even with the Fire BK being on shortcut, I think Goomba's gonna be a little more than a 310. Not by much, though.
Yeah, not having the big Oron sword does slow things down more than you'd expect.
Mhm.
But that said, where could Big Oron sword even really be?
In fire.
Fire, possibly.
Deep fire. Deep fire.
Hammer chest?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm gonna double check who the race streamer is for OCS actually, so they know about our. We're fine on timing, but I was always good to keep track when we're got close together races like this. Oh, VXR in chat's the race streamer, so yeah, VXR I think is keeping track of this. Not someone else was assigned to picked up OCS, but I lost track. Whoops. I forget who's tracking Goomba off the top of my head at the moment.
I mean, we did have a tracker swap out because they needed to go, so little kindness towards our trackers with shuffling things around a bit. Speaking of which, we should shout out our lovely trackers.
Yes, we should, as well as everyone else. Shoutouts to our 4 trackers, the Ellen Heffley, McFarla, Turska, and Melky, to my 2 co-commentators, Estantia and Devin, and to our To our forerunners, Curiosa, Ryukane, Goomba, and Keizo, and to our race streamer ADN, who's rolled this glorious scene and is helping out with tracking since one of our trackers had to step out.
Also, shout out to our third commentator star. We shouldn't forget about her.
Yep, absolutely.
Thank you. I don't like to be the egotist who shouts myself out.
No one does that, but no one should do it. I'm pretty sure I did it once, at least once in the past, shouting myself out. Maybe, I don't know.
I'm fairly sure that I did it, but mostly because I was just reading out the command and I got to my own name without realizing.
Yeah.
Yeah, autopiloting through the command.
It's just reading everything.
And Bongo Bongo is down for Ryukane.
Yep.
Now, just needs to go get that hammer and beat fire.
Well, mid-fire. I'd say mid-fire.
I mean, it could still be worse.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, because I can't remember if it was you, Devin, that said that, like, you normally get boss key on the shortcut chest.
Yeah.
No, mine always turns up in hammer. Like, either I need to get the boss key in the hammer chest, or I need to find an important way of the hero item in hammer
It's also
chest.
hammer. It's also hammer chest. Every time.
Just sorry, you wanted to get through the fire temple quickly? No.
No way.
You're getting practice. You're getting
I think the
practice.
most depressing part of Fire Temple is not that the fact that you need to do hammer chest. Like, the most depressing situation is when you go up there, you do compost chest, and then you end up with like a situation where there's one item guaranteed on Vavaje and one item is on hammer chest, and also you do the like hammer chest and then drop down to highest score run, and then you see that hammer chest is the key and highest score is the item. That's just dumb. And you already have the boss key. Like, you kind of want to make sure that you don't need to climb back up, but also like, if it's the key, then that's just annoying. It's so disheartening. Like, just having done all of that stuff to just like be disappointed. Not a fan. Okay, so picking up hammer, putting himself in go mode.
Yep, he's out of here.
And Goomba's going to be getting their boss key shortly and go zooming to the boss. But not before giving a torchlight a hard time.
Yeah, you kind of want to be careful not to get knocked down by that one.
Getting knocked down is just the worst. Especially because Goomba has Sephiroth setting Ganons. He does not want to recast it. He could, it just sucks.
Yes, Goomba's tracker does state gold gauntlets rather than silver, I believe.
I'm pretty sure that could be gold gauntlets on the tracker. It's not that easy to make out, but I'm pretty sure that's gold gauntlets.
Yeah, I think it's gold, but I could be wrong.
I actually can't tell.
It looks like gold to me. It's silver.
Oh, okay, the tracker really needs updating if they haven't got the forest medallion noted down.
Yeah, that's gold gauntlets, it looks like. Just increased the resolution on my end. And blew him up full screen, so. Goomba did like Chaucer's gold regardless. Good point.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult to do light trial and outside Ganon's castle with only silver gauntlets.
I mean, you could just walk in and out of Spirit Trial and unload the block in front of Light Trial, which is totally not allowed in this rule set. But theoretically, you could do it.
I wouldn't recommend it. I generally don't recommend getting disqualified.
Nope.
Yeah,
That's not
don't
a
get
good idea.
disqualified on restream, please. That would be good.
But like, if you play for fun, like, it's sometimes like you need to do stuff when you like play multi-worlds with people just for fun, and like you don't like you're waiting for an item to arrive, but like you don't have anything else to do. You just like do stuff like that, just break logic and just like do something that's worth your time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like the order will likely be Goomba, Kyriosa, Keizo, and Ryu for finish time. It's fairly close.
It's actually fairly close, yeah.
Yeah, which is really quite
Kyriosa
cool.
and
Which is-
Goomba are really close, actually, because Goomba just did Volvachi and Kyriosa's falling into Bongo right now.
Oh, you're right. This
Yeah,
is
it's
like
synchron- Yeah. No, carry on.
no, this is just really close. Now you go. Okay.
Yeah,
Can
I
you
was going to
imagine?
say, given how different their routes have been through this scene, just how much variance there's been in their pathing, it's kind of amazing that they've all come together so close.
Yes,
Like,
especially
they
given the okay, you were not
They have
finished.
completely and utterly different routes. Go
Yeah,
on.
especially given that Cariosa got the Skull Mask hint so early and basically had the hookshot first, but it seemed to not matter that much actually, which like kind of surprises me.
I mean, I think it was Kyriosa and Ryu who did Ice Cavern.
Yeah, but
yeah,
Cariosa was
and
definitely
Ryu.
the first.
So, Goomba and Keizo saved time by not doing ice, and Ryu did ice late and then got the hint, so got kind of delayed running around looking for
That
things.
makes sense.
So it kind of evens out a bit there. We do love really close restream finishes, so these guys are going to be pretty close.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
Always love close finishes on restream.
And there's the go into Forest Temple to use for Raw's play by Goomba, which brings him up to the tower. And from here he will finish the seed. And Carissa just getting the Forest Medallion, not being that close behind.
Yeah,
Not being that close behind.
Actually, it could be, as Kinraz stated in chat, Weep Skip, because it took Cariosa a little while to get
Not that
done.
far behind, I'm sorry. I just realized what I said.
Yeah, it's like, wait, what? Here, I'll get that. Yeah, failing Weep Skip a few times, putting
Did
Kyriosa
Goomba pick up the...
behind.
Wait.
Goomba picked up the
That's a
Bosky,
good
Wait a
question.
second.
Actually,
Did Goomba
Uh,
play Prelude and get the boss key? I didn't pay full attention.
He did, phew.
He did,
apparently, yes,
okay.
given they just went.
Yeah, he just opened the boss key door, right? So he has to have it. My bad.
Also, I just
Goomba does not
was
have Prelude, yeah.
Yeah. So by the way, lol at Keizo's tracker, I just noticed this Go mode button is like enormous, and that does say Go mode in French, mode vas-y. Let's go mode basically is what that literally translates to. Cameron coming for Ryu.
Seems pretty accurate.
And there it is.
I feel your
Just
username
walking.
is making me. It's toffee coloured and it looks delicious. So, we'd probably be expecting other people to finish fairly shortly. What's the chances, do you reckon, of Goomba getting first on first, like
In the
group
race.
three?
I mean,
Yeah. I just temporarily forgot language for a moment.
Oh, that happens to me all the time, don't worry.
Oh yeah, same. I've gotten into both French and Chinese at some point in this restream, though I've managed to keep it pretty minimal.
No, I feel like, to answer your question, I feel like Goomba could get sniped at any moment.
Yeah, there's a couple of other really good runners who could snipe this, or someone who just routed this really well. So these guys have
there has to be someone who went for like the super early Skull Mask hint in the back of the bag. If that's where we assume it is. Like
The Guma's guaranteed to get top like 3.
Imagine getting triple snipe. There goes your guarantee. Like the top 4 finishing within like 5 seconds of each other.
That would be nuts, but I don't. These are some of the top runners in the race. So we've got a lot of newer runners. There's a decent chunk of newer runners, so I think these guys are pretty good chances of finishing well. Alright, Curiosa is on the wharf. There's the boss here for Keizo, and Ryu's heading for fire.
I'm just finding it amusing that someone in the chat in Mathematics has kind of summed up our responses by going, "Nah, Gumbo will win this. Sorry for the jinx."
Yep, there is a total of 46 people who entered this. 46 people who entered the race, 5 of which have not quit. The rest are still going. We choose to feature 4 runners at a time, and yeah, go ahead.
Ever since we looked last time for the forfeits, it was still 5. So like it didn't even change anymore. Like people have. It seems that people got around to like not forfeit and just like stay in this.
Yeah. And Doom is about to be done.
Alright guys, get your GGs ready. For first on restream and first in the race? Question mark?
I think so. And there we go.
There it is.
3:17:04.
GG. Now I need to find my GG emotes. I think I've only got one GG emote at the moment, actually. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, Kyrios is so close, like within a minute or so, like minute or 2 behind. And I think Ryu should just about manage to sub 3:30. As Logic goes down for Keizo. You will probably switch to Ryu's audio for the very end and a little bit of his salty complaining about this seed.
Which will be in French.
Yep.
I mean, depends if we've got people in interview at that point.
Well, we'll keep it low. And Goomba will be joining us, I will note. Just then take a quick break, presumably to get some water. Maybe go to the bathroom as Curiosa takes down Ganon. And GG's Curiosa, 3:18:45. 1 minute, 41 seconds difference.
Which is definitely within mucking up that King's Aura skip.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Now, here's a question. Does Keizo get sniped?
Possibly.
Ooh.
Like, I think we're getting to a point where there should be a lot of finishes coming in, right? Given how long
We're
the
starting
seed
to get
was
a point where
already.
we can see, non-restream finishes.
Yep.
I guess we start to get everyone rolling in. I definitely expect Ryu to get sniped. Whether Keizo gets sniped is another matter.
Yeah, the later it gets, the more likely someone is going to be to get sniped. Basically.
And Curiosa will not be joining us for an interview. Wished him GG's and good night. Or good evening in this case, It's just a Stuckman finishing third. 3:19:43.
Whoa, Stuckman is on a roll!
Good
Wow.
Lord, yeah. Nice!
Wow. I know Stuckman from the Scrubs community, and they have been doing a lot of grinding recently, and they've been doing pretty well in most of the Scrubs asyncs of March. And the placement in the NA weekly yesterday was pretty solid too, I think. So
It was,
congrats on the 3rd place, that's really solid.
Yeah, looks like that practice is really paying off.
Really is.
Very nice.
Still waiting on Goomba to join the waiting room. As Keizo climbs the tower, Ryu's in fire.
Gumba, why did you have to leave it on the cursed text box? I don't want to imagine Zelda making that face.
Nah, you can play. Did he actually? Oh,
Thank you, Uwo. Oh,
Restream
God,
has both Ryu, Karios, and Goomba paused on the final cannon stab, which is really funny. Yeah, thanks, Bad Habit. If we want to, we're not going anywhere. As soon as we're done interviewing, we're switching over to CS Grand Finals. As Keizo Don't Die, GG's to Emo finishing for 3:21.28.
Jeez. And hello.
Hey,
Hey Goomba, GG.
thank you.
Congratulations on first place.
Thanks, I'm a little confused, but I'll take it, I
I
guess.
think you're not the only one there.
I don't think you're the only confused person, no.
Like, I made such a ridiculous amount of completely silly execution mistakes, start to finish. I have no idea how I won, but okay, I'll
Just
take
giving
it.
Ice Cavern to start.
Yes.
Well, how do you end up in Ice Cavern?
KZ skip.
But why?
Being desperate. That's what
Yeah.
it is. But do you know, like, the trip up there was worth for one thing and one thing only.
The Skull
It
Mask?
was, yes, it was in Fountain.
Yeah, no,
Curious
I
about it
saw it
super
after
early.
Jabu.
Yeah, we've never seen the other one though. We suspect it's in back of lake.
Yeah, I almost last location Skull Mask. I only had like Hylia left, so.
Yeah.
We thought as much. It was like, yeah.
Like, this was a rough one. Also, Kevin finishing with a time of 3:22.37, taking 5th place. Very nice.
GG's.
So, Gumba, what do you think was Way of the Hero in Kakariko and why?
Oh, yeah.
Karika was Way of the Hero. News to me.
Did you not see the hint?
No, I was gonna ask what the 5th one was, but I guess I don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Deku
I mean, now that you
Tree
know,
Lake
you
Lab.
can take a guess.
What was
Oh,
it
hey,
back?
hey, Emo in chat, it's back, Lake. Thank you for telling us. And GG's to Kevin as well in chat. Yeah, so the hints for Kakariko Way here were Deku Tree and Lake Lab, Goomba. So what do you think that was?
Bolero, right?
Yep.
I mean, that was the only thing in CAC, right?
Yeah, because it locks CL, which locks one hook
Everything.
in Spirit, one hook in Jabu, and hover boots
Yep.
in Tail Spirit. Yeah.
And the
Exactly
scales bit
that.
too. That was fun. We had some confusion there with that, because that was says Bolero Way of the Hero is boss key incoming for Ryu as Keizo gets to Ganon.
Yeah, it very much got to the point where we were seeing people clear up Kakariko. We only had 20 skulls left, and they got 20 skulls, and we went, wait, that's a bundle of arrows. What's the Way of the Hero?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bolero
and
Way of the
Way
Hero
of
is
the
not
Hero.
something that happens very often, but it's pretty fun
Yeah.
when it does.
Especially not with like with a foolish fire tempo that's hinted before there. Like, what the hell
Yeah.
is it for, dude? You really do wonder.
Yep.
Were
Gotta
there-
love Bolero Way of the Hero with Volcano Dead and Foolish and Light Medallion Fire. Yep.
Was there anything you found weird and confusing about this seed apart from that?
Skull Mask.
Yeah.
Like, that was really the only thing in the scene, I think. Everything else was pretty
Yeah.
straightforward.
Actually, yes, I would agree. Like,
Like-
if the Skull Mask was in a slightly better position, the Skull Mask hint, I mean, this could have played out entirely different.
Yeah. Like, if I had the Skull Mask cane at any reasonable point, I could probably have chopped like 10 minutes off my time.
Yeah,
Just
I
from
can see
doing
that.
less garbage.
Yep.
But aside from that, like, every item was in a pretty reasonable spot.
yeah, like Longshot
even
was just on the
Castle
way. Hookshot was kind of
the
on the way
obvious
too,
place
right?
to go. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Hammer
guess
and Ganon's Castle.
the one thing I guess is if you full clear Adult Spirit before you do
yeah.
Child Spirit and get the long shot, you might not get the hovers right away.
That's actually what happened to Cariosa. Like hover boots were his go mode, I think.
Oh, hey, Keizo getting sniped by Fabio. 325.57 as Keizo takes a good long look at
The
Ganon.
snipes, dude.
Snipes
All the
really
Widowmaker mains here.
And there we go. 326.15. GG's Cariosa.
I think Cariosa is actually going hunting for the other skull mask.
He wants to see it.
And Keizo has also got other things to do because he didn't expect this to take 3.5 hours.
Understandable.
So he's not going to interview.
That's fair.
So just 3 left, almost done. Should be right about 3:30 here. Not sure why he used the bomb there. Oops. No, the other was Zora's Fountain, Kevin.
Did you have any other comments about the seed Gerber? Because there was that strength 2 in Gerudo Training Grounds right before wanting to do the strength 2 room in Gerudo Training Grounds, which I thought was quite neat.
Yeah, it's always nice when you go to GTG without having all the items to clear it, and then it just gives you the items to clear it.
Yeah. Also, this yeah, but like the strength on 30 skulls was actually pointless, wasn't it?
Yeah,
because there was nothing in Nitro.
I feel like it's hard not to go for it though.
Yes, like I 100% agree.
Like I think if you don't go for 30 skulls in the seed, it's 100% a mistake.
Yes.
Yeah, that just makes sense because there could have been so much in Light Trial, but there just wasn't.
I might have gone too aggressive on skulls even in the early game, but like I was running really low on spots and I was looking at the very real possibility of first hook shot on OGC Fairy, so
oh, that would have been
I mean,
mean.
yeah, we were considering that too. We had a bet open for first hook shot. We had all sorts of fun places that it could have been. Not many, but several.
Yeah. We were running out of things pretty fast for that hook.
yeah. But yeah, no, the seed I feel was pretty self-explanatory except for Skull Mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had a lot of gated things, but other than that, it was fairly linear.
Yeah.
Oh, and something that definitely amused us, it might amuse you. This seed was rolled by ADN. And some acronyms that were suggested. All dungeons for Nocturne, all dungeons necessary, and pointing out that actually Angry Demon Noises does describe this seed.
There were definitely a few of those when I got the letter.
Ryuki had some colorful opinions on this seed as well. And Keizo's had some great facial expressions.
Oh, there we go. Karios is heading to Lake. He's definitely trying to find that skull mask.
Yeah. Actually, do we want to just unpause Karios' stream and restream since why not?
Yep. Keizo's done.
Yeah, we're going to see which one it is.
Ryukane's heading into Ganon fight just now.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go eat some dinner. This took
that's a good
than
idea.
I expected, and
yes,
I am very hungry, so
no worries, good GG's.
Yeah, enjoy that, and GG's. Thanks for
having me, guys. Thanks
You're
for
welcome.
commentary and tracking and whatnot. I'll see you guys around.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Is it this one? Yes, that
There
is.
it is. There it is.
Go on, vomit. Vomit.
Wait, is
And
the
unfortunately,
restream
it doesn't-
frozen?
It doesn't. Oh, okay, there it is. I refreshed keys. There it is. It shows up just in time to see Cariosa staring at the game.
Lovely.
Just staring at the hint.
Can't
Without
believe it.
serenade. Yep.
Like getting that hint early on, dude, is so good. I
Oh,
think that
yeah.
might actually be what Stuckman got. Like, just went for Lake and got this early on.
That would make a lot of sense, yeah. Because if you can get that on child 1, you just go straight to get it, go do Jabby. But then again, you don't have the boomerang because the boomerang's in the well. Mind you also got Song of Storms fairly early, didn't you?
Storms was on Epona's song, I think.
Was, yeah. And GG's
Yeah.
Ryu, 133.
That's a nice
GG.
number. A lot of 3s and 1s in there.
That is a very
Like,
neat
you can
number.
read it backwards and forwards, it's the same thing.
Hey, palindromes.
Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. Thanks.
Yep, I
Yeah.
guess sometimes it's really easy to forget words. Look, commentary is hard. There's a reason you have to apply for this shit.
That's a way to put it.
Alright, so let's get Ryu in here. He's in the waiting room.
Come on.
Salut, Ryu, GG's.
He's muted. GG.
Hello. Yo, thank you.
So, what did you think?
I mean, where the fuck was the logical hints for Rudo's letter?
It's called
That's-
Backlake.
I mean, oh fuck me. That's the only thing that kind of crippled me, the whole seed.
I think many people had this issue.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I had guessed that the Kagwe of the hero was Bolero for ZL, so I knew the 2 hook shots were locked behind ZL. I was like, okay, I'm rushing everything behind ZL and I'm not finding anything. I'm like, what the fuck? What am I missing? And when I look at what I have left, in and out of logic behind ZL, I'm like, okay, it's definitely Rudo's letter that gives me anything, but what the fuck is it? Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, if you count the Rudo's letter out, I guess it was kind of a nice seed. It was pretty linear, to be
Yeah.
honest. So yeah, it was a fun seed.
Yeah, entertaining.
Oh, we
fun
enjoyed it
stuff.
too.
It was fun. Oops, AD. Thanks, game. Thanks,
Yeah,
AD.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
Nocturne, so it's Nocturne for Forest Medallion Shadow. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, also shout out to No Serenade the entire seed.
Nope.
Yeah.
Like,
Seriously was
why is it
complaining
always
about
that like something good is in the lake area whenever you don't have Serenade, like all the time, or you like just need to do water.
Mm-hmm. Cariosa was complaining about that when he saw that Rudo's letter hit in the back lake, because Cariosa went back and found it after, as you've not done, Ryu. And he's like, oh, of course, no serenade. Well,
Yeah, man. When I found the hint in Zora's Fountain, I was like, okay, I'm definitely not winning this one. I was kind of hoping that the hookshot would be in Ice Cavern and not in Jabu. And yeah, of fucking course, Ice Cavern was dead.
Ice Cavern was so empty, given that
Yeah.
both safe warps actually went to market and Prelude was in there. Like,
Yeah, at least Prelude was nice, but nothing much gained with Prelude.
no.
At least I got some good practice on execution, so it's fine.
Sorry, I got slightly distracted from the interview because birds actually showed up to our bird feed and we had more birds than we've ever had on there before, so sorry.
ooh, lot
Nice.
of birds.
4 goldfinches and 2 sparrows.
Aw.
Yeah, did you have any questions you wanted to ask us?
Well, not really. Has anyone found the big guns one?
Nope.
I think that's the only thing
No.
I'm missing.
Maybe that's in fire.
Like I have like everything else. Like I'm just missing a stick upgrade, a slingshot, and the big guns one. Like
Your
maybe I
last
saw. I don't remember what one.
slingshot is Tektite Grotto, I think.
Okay, I forgot. I haven't checked that.
And actually, we never did see Len's minigame.
Yeah.
Because we
Yeah.
found the lens so late.
Kind of understandable because the magic was in forest.
Yep.
Yeah, so no,
Forest
it could
basement.
be on lens.
Yeah, forest basement strikes again, because of course there's an item there.
Well, it wasn't strength at least this time.
I mean,
Oh
that's
my
not
God.
much of an improvement.
No, it's not.
No, not really.
Well, I don't have anything anymore, so.
I don't either. And that is pretty good timing too, since we do need to clear out this channel for a bit so that we can go get ourselves to OCS, which is coming up right after this. So, shoutouts to our forerunners, Curiosa, Ryukane, Goomba, and Keizo. Merci pour être restream, Ryukane. Bien joué.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for the stream, guys.
You're
No,
welcome.
thank you for running. It was great watching you.
Yep, shoutouts to my two co-commentators, Estantia and Devin, to our four trackers, Turska, Miss Paula, the Alan Heffley, and Melky, as well as to our restreamer, the Angry Demon Noises, and JG's Nicola finishing 9th, 337.08. For a quick translation on what I just told Ryu, it was thanks for being on restream and well played. That will be it for us. That will be it for this restream. Coming up right after this, we have the Ocarina of Time Championship Series Grand Finals, as we've mentioned throughout this race, Juke versus Exodus. So we'll cut here shortly, do a bit of a countdown, and then go back, and then they'll be starting that up in about 10 minutes. 2 p.m. Eastern, over on CSR2, we have the Minish Cap Randomizer weekly race. And then 5, 7, and 9 p.m. Eastern, we have a triple header of a Link to the Past No Major Glitches tournament. Losers bracket round 6, losers bracket round 7, and winners bracket quarterfinals. SNES Chalmers versus Scoople, Gerdo versus Chex Human, and Fricker versus Blaine. And then tomorrow we have a Skyward Sword Randomizer tournament match, semifinals between Gymnast and KitKat. And at 2 p.m. Eastern and at 7 p.m. Eastern, we have the Ocarina of Time Beta Quest Blackout Bingo Tournament 2021 Losers Bracket Round 7 between DevCat and Mike Katz. GG's to Mr. Carp finishing 10th, 338.15. Thank you to everyone for watching, and we'll see you back here shortly for OCS Grand Finals. So don't go anywhere, because we'll be right back.
Bye-bye.
Bye.